Hello, and welcome to Q&A Thursday, where obviously we're feeling festive. Guys, why is that?
Today, Dane.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Sorry, I cut you off, Levi.
Go do
Today is the launch of
Stjarnagloss. Finally, it's here. Ladies and gentlemen, it did take us a couple Honda Civics. It did take us a couple jet skis, all with green underglow. Anthony and I did accidentally make a long drop into a canal after getting stuff off the train.
That is true. Dropped a couple things.
Needless to say, though, we were able to secure the entire load.
Yeah.
And bring it
Dane
down
was
here.
stuck on that harpoon gun
Yeah.
on the side of that truck for like 200 miles. And
Right.
he's still here.
I'm surprised. I thought he'd have more scars on his arms.
Yeah.
Right, well,
because of that
wrapped in
cable.
metal wires.
Yeah.
But with that said, right, we were able to secure the bag, as the kids would say, right? The Gen Zers of the world. And so today's a special day because not only are we going to be talking about Stjarnagloss products and answering questions and supporting the launch, right, we're also going to have a special guest.
Oh, none other than Mr. Jack Kavanaugh.
Hey!
You beauties, how are you?
We are good, sir. We're thankful that you could join us on this Q&A Thursday. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can ask all your questions.
Yep.
Now, we will say there is one thing, and Luke Berge brought this up to Dane right before we went live. He wanted to buy his second fuel can.
Oh, my gosh.
However, they are currently set up as they're still sold out on the site. We have them. We just haven't released them yet because our team wants to just make sure little things are touched up on them to make sure they're ready for you guys to buy them. So
I think they're wanting to beef them up or something. They're wanting to do something
stay
special.
tuned on the cans that we'll have them ready soon so you guys can get those.
We're really just slapping like a TRC sticker on them. We're just like TRC. We'll get them back on the site soon. It's just right now we're kind of focused on the main line, which includes obviously the 500 milliliter bottles and the 1 liter bottle. And so, and I know people are going to request. Guys, one of the 5 liters coming, right? They're going to blow through these, and we're currently working on that right now.
We literally we got a call with Jack earlier this morning.
So
to make sure,
stay tuned, right? We'll start covering that. But Jack, how is everything in foggy London town? Didn't look too foggy today.
It was beautiful today. The weather needs to make its mind up. Sometimes I think it's December, sometimes it seems like it's August. So everything's good, but should I clean the car? Yes, I'll clean the car. 10 minutes later, I really regret this because it's raining. So other than the weather being up and down, everything is good.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because you're going to wear shorts and a t-shirt regardless, no matter what month it is, right?
Oh, like he's getting back there so he can see. We've got it on there now.
He's always in the shorts and t-shirt. And
nice.
So we will be visiting Jack here in just, a little over a week.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, like less
couple
than
weeks, Dane, like literally
10 days.
It's like a week.
Like 11 or
third.
12 days. We'll be there.
Crazy.
14 days is 2 weeks. So.
It's going to be a good time.
We're extremely excited. And so really today is all about Stjarnagloss. And so we want to make sure that the launch is fantastic. We want to make sure everybody's having fun. Everybody's getting their orders in on things that they've been wanting to try. And so we're going to probably do a deep dive here, maybe on some recommendations, some of Jack's recommendations, things maybe to get you started with the line. But I think for the most part, Jack has just done such a fantastic job with the marketing and everything that he's done on his efforts over there to really create just a killer brand, dude, from start to finish. It's literally it's beautiful, it's aesthetic, it smells good, it works fantastic. I don't really know what more do you want? It's got everything.
I know what I want.
Okay.
Jack, could you tell us the story of how Stjarnagloss came about and how long it's been around and all the stuff that it took you to get to this point? Just so people are aware, because a lot of these folks maybe didn't watch TRCMA, maybe this is their first time learning about it. And if you could just let them in.
So, TRCMA, what did we... I think I told the story, but to be fair, I'll go into more detail. So, Stjarnagloss existed about 15, maybe 16 years ago now. And it was a sub-brand of a detailing supply company in the north of the country. And they were very innovative. They had a very red snow foam. And bear in mind that snow foam was probably quite a new thing 15, 16 years ago. Theirs was bright red, and the brand just took off. It went crazy. Unfortunately, I don't know details, and it's none of my business, but it only lasted 2 years. But it literally blew up and then disappeared. So fast forward 2019, Dodo Juice and myself, Bjorn again, we like to call it, rebirthed it. Rather than starting from a nothingness name that means nothing, we procured the rights to that, to Stjarnagloss, and pretty much that was the only thing that stuck, was the name. Branding, the snow foam isn't red because unfortunately coloured snow foams can dye old 2-pack paints. We kept some of the product names, but the Scandinavian feel and flavour was very important to us, because we feel that there are a lot of British looking brands, we feel that there are a lot of American looking brands, and my house, which you can see a little bit of, is literally like IKEA. So we thought, everybody obviously likes the Scandinavian inspiration for their home. Let's do a little bit of that on car care. Nice and clean, simplistic, light colours. I think that the colour black can be overused a little bit in car care. Considering we're cleaning cars, we thought let's clean that up a little bit. And to be completely honest, and I've never actually said this publicly, Stjarnagloss brand tone was meant to be quite, I don't know, a little bit arrogant. I was never going to be a face of the brand. It was going to be just the brand that the cool kids are using, and nobody really knows why. But because of COVID, I was at home like everybody else was, scrolling through on my phone, and thought, no one's making any content. Mm-hmm. So I thought I'm going to go and make a video on how to use a snow foam lance, and it got 4 times as many views as followers. Not for the right reasons, because it wasn't a good video. It was a little bit educational. There was zero entertainment, but it was a real eye opener that people are that bored. There's nothing else to do. So kept going, and now it is absolutely my favourite part of the job. We are the brand that make a good chemical, beautifully packaged, and the fella that makes the funny videos. Which, as I say, there was no intention of that, and I hope you'll agree that they are funny, because that's what I'm trying to make them be. But yeah, that's Stjarnagloss, kind of simplistic range, everything you need, no more, no less, effective products, priced reasonably. We're never going to be the cheapest, we're never going to be the most premium. I want it to be somewhere right in the middle, something you feel special buying, but it isn't going to break the bank doing it. And ultimately, everything has to work as it should. We will never do hype marketing. There will never be a buzzword on a label. I want to sell you a product because you wanted it, because you fell in love with the aesthetics, how it looks, what it does, and then you receive it, and then you fall in love all over again. That is Stjarnagloss all over. Simplistic, fun, not very serious, effective.
Yeah,
nice.
I think that you hit the nail on the head with that. I mean, spot on. That is spot on, man. I mean, from the horse's mouth, I guess you could say, right? So I mean, there it is. And so, but again, Jack, you do such a good job, and I think that again, the reason why people are so drawn to the brand is everything that you do on the marketing side. The videos are funny. I think that they're hilarious. Levi sits there at his desk and just laughs to himself for an hour. And I go, what are you doing? He's like, oh, just watching Jack. And he's like, he's so funny. I'm like, you're weird, man. You're a weird guy. But
it's all truth.
Guys, did you see what Jack did?
Did you see? It's always.
Check it out, guys.
Check out Jack.
Let me put it on the big screen.
Let me put it on the screen. Let's watch Jack. I'm like you are obsessed. And so everything that you create is just fantastic. But I think that, again, the image of the brand, when you see it, you kind of fall in love with it. You think, wow, I really want to try that. I really want to put that bottle next to my bucket. I really want to smell it. I really want to use it. It looks like Jack's having an awesome time. And I think that you portray it extremely well. And again, once they order it, once they receive it, it is, again, like falling in love again with the brand and having everything laid out. And so it's very aesthetic. It's very, very pretty. And everybody's gonna love it.
It does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, it does what it says, man, and you're going to have a blast using it. And so, with that said, right, I mean, we have 3 pages
already
of
Look at
questions
that.
right now.
Normally we try to riff for like 20 minutes to get questions built
lit it up.
We got
and we'll find some time to kind of shoot the BS here in a little bit. But I mean,
it always happens.
really, I mean, we want to start highlighting the brand because the sooner maybe we answer questions, maybe the sooner we get some sales, sooner people can make up their mind on what the heck they want to get, right?
Well, they all need to go and buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, and I
just live over at theradcompany.com.
Yeah.
Well, I hear that Luke Berge's doing an all-night stream tonight with his fuel can.
I don't know what he's gonna.
He's lighting some candles. He's turning on a movie. He's basically taking the fuel can out on a date.
No.
And you know what?
No, when I called him last night, he was in the Applebee's parking lot. And it was 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. He was gonna go have some fun with some boys.
Yeah.
Some friends of his. They all get off work at the same time, and that's where they meet up.
At the Applebee's?
At the Applebee's.
Did he bring his can to show it off?
No, he said he wanted to carry it around. He wants to get a second one to put in his truck, but he was worried that it would slide around in the bed. And so I sent him a link on Amazon for a jerry can holder so he could mount it in the truck. So it's got its own safe spot.
Imagine the disappointment. You're trapped in the middle of nowhere. A Jeep goes driving by, has one of these mounted on the outside. You're like, oh, thank God I ran out of gas. I just got... What?
We're gonna wash your car here, buddy. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna clean it up. So,
man.
So anyway,
it
was
awesome.
But his live stream. I mean, 2 nights in a row, pretty
Loved
impressive,
it, man. So we got Joey in the house today saying, "What's up, guys? Stjarnagloss order placed." So he's already placed his order. I can't wait to use everything.
Awesome.
So
Thank
you, Joey. You're gonna love it, man. It's gonna be awesome. All the way down there in Southern California,
the deep South,
down there in the deep South. Yeah.
No.
Take care, brother. So visit a Waffle House.
Hopefully he's who can get that car washed while them lightning bugs are out there just casting that beautiful glow.
Couple of them fan boats, hitting the coast there down south. We have Mitch along saying hello, and we have Dan Pfeiffer with a good afternoon and word up from Minnesota, USA.
What's up, Dan?
Happy Friday Eve, TRC crew. Hope you're all doing well. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Shinehouse says, happy almost Friday. Low. Ryan Baumgart. Yeah, Friday Eve. Ryan, I'm only able to do an O&R wash with my current setup. I'm able to rinse, but not full-on foam cannon wash. Is pre-treating with force before an O&R wash sufficient for a strip wash? Yes, Ryan. Yes.
More than enough.
Totally. Plenty.
I agree. I think that force would be more than enough for what you would need to do. I would just say rinse thoroughly with O&R. If when you can, try to get enough coverage on there, and think you should be money.
Yeah. Alex Carrillo, Merry Thursday, guys. Use my KCX W001 wax this weekend. It's amazing. Well worth the price. How many cars do you think I can do with it? That can. 30 cars.
20, 30.
20, 30 cars.
I lay it on thick, like a butter.
Yeah, it's too much honey
and then
butter.
what I like to do is I like to Starsky and Hutch that hood after I'm done.
Yeah, that's always a fun time, right?
Yeah. Just unfortunate it smells like honey because it starts attracting all the bees during summertime, right?
No, don't want that.
Alex Carrillo says, how much to charge to use solution finish on a vehicle from one with just the side steps and mirrors all the way to the whole Jeep Wrangler? How much to charge? I mean, it's
really up to you,
trim
Alex.
registration, it's an upsell. Solution finish is pretty easy to apply, so you can do it as maybe like a bonus. You could do it as maybe a $50 add-on. Some people even charge upwards of $200, depending if you do the full solution treatment, solution finish, and over the top. I can't talk.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, I'm so excited about Stjarnagloss. Everything I want to say is just so over the solution Stjarnagloss.
It's a bunch of marbles in your mouth.
Over the, I had a great lunch Stjarnagloss, and then it's just how I end everything. So, it's really up to you, man. I would say maybe try to look at some other pricing, maybe from other companies in your area, and see what they do. I mean, I know it sounds horrible, but
that's what you
figure out what your time's worth. How much time is it going to take you to do it? What's your time worth per hour?
Yeah.
Force Induction Drive says, "Let's go, boys! What an exciting day! Happy Friday Eve!"
Yeah, there we go. Let's get this.
Obviously, has part of the program.
Yeah, he's one of our grand ambassadors.
Has already picked up some. I think he already picked up some Stjarnagloss products.
Nice.
I think he's ordering them today. But all of our grand ambassadors actually did receive a sampler kit that we sent out last week, just to make sure that they were prepared for the big day.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they could get a whiff, give it a spray.
Little spritz.
One last thing before maybe they make their big purchase, and hopefully share it on Instagram.
Alex saying, Jack, you absolute beauty. Happy to have you here, and happy Friday Eve, TRV. Have a fantastic long weekend from Alex Duar.
Doer. Don't forget to.
No.
Doer.
No.
Okay, anyways, moving on. JD Garage says ONR is easily the worst product I've ever used. Just kidding. Gotta keep the
TRC on their toes.
I was gonna say, if you just left it at that, I think you would have probably gotten booted.
Yeah.
Matthew Venom. Is that what that says?
Vernon.
Oh, I like Venom. Sounds way cooler.
Okay, Matthew Venom.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Thinking about switching to the one soap bucket method with 5 to 6 microfiber towels. What do you guys think about this method? Any particular towels you'd recommend for this? Thanks. Matthew Venom, I am a psychopath, and I actually always one bucket everything.
Matthew Venom is the name of.
That's just what I do.
I would imagine.
That's how I roll.
I need 2 buckets for my situation, depending on where I am and how I'm going to be there. However, right?
Well, you're a 2 bucket kind of guy.
2 bucket kind of guy. However, towels work great as wash medias. You can absolutely use towels. Jack, what do you like to use? We see you using a particular mitt in a lot of these videos online. Something like that. I know you also love the Stjarnagloss mitt as it's beautiful, but I mean, I've seen you use some other mitts.
It's not as good as yours.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. What a compliment.
Tell me. Do you mean soap on, 1 bucket, and towels?
Multiple towels. Yeah. Basically, it's not reusing all the towels. Maybe setting one aside after it's been used and abused.
I don't have a problem as long as the shampoo is on the car, and you're just using a rinse bucket. I have no problem with that at all. But what I am not about is shampoo and just 1 bucket, and then you're just going back into a dirty bucket. I'm against that. I've never tried washing a car with a towel before, so I have no idea where I stand on that, but I will give it a go.
It's really floppy.
It's
Kind of floppy.
It depends on the towel.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, towels with ONR, absolutely. I'm good with that. I feel like I can kind of figure it out, wring them out. But with towels and soap, I don't know. I think it's the feel that I just don't like for long periods of time. Prince Car Care says, good morning, guys.
One of our friends in the Netherlands.
Just ordered some 5-liter Huel. Is it dilutable? And so, yes, what dilution ratio? P.S. Great show. Jack
Love
Stjarnagloss also got the 5-liter of Silky and the Stekeda. Wow. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, picking them up from
So-
TRC
Someone
Europe.
couldn't wait.
Yeah. There you go.
The Huel, any fallout remover, regardless of Stjarnagloss or anybody's, don't water it down because you will make it do nothing. So no, unfortunately not. You can't knock that down. Silica, you can in fact water down by 1 part silica, 1 part water, and it works beautifully as an engine bay dressing and an interior dressing as well. I'd leave it at full fat concentrate or as it is for adding gloss on the exterior of the paint, but if you want to go inside on plastics, then knock it down by half.
There you go. Nice.
Okay.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ricardo B, happy Friday Eve TRC crew, and welcome, Stjarnagloss.
Welcome.
Gorilla Jeebus, Anthony.
Guten Abend. Big D Energy in the house. Love Stjarnagloss. Gumi, by the way.
Nice.
I almost said it.
You did almost say it.
I
That was
said it.
great.
That's fine. I mean, I could have said it, right?
Could've been,
Richard. Big
Yeah.
Richard
There
Energy.
was.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdest tasting energy drink.
Yeah.
Robert Colon saying, saludos el grupo desde Puerto Rico.
Hey.
What's going on, man? And then my girl Sue calling in saying, I have a feeling I will be cleaning out my wallet after watching this.
Won't we all?
Yep.
Works,
Won't we all?
She said she posted on my post that she needs to work more overtime.
Yeah, well, the Stekeda, I know people are extremely excited about that, and it was funny because the packers yesterday, when we were putting everything on the shelves, they're like, "What's that with the gold flake?" I'm like, "Oh,
we're
what is
gonna
that?"
put it in the air. Don't
I'm
worry.
I'm gonna put a couple sprays in the air, right? The guys loved it. They literally flocked to it. They ran to the smell, right? But we have some other ladies in the house who are like, "Oh my my gosh, it smells like a nightclub in here. I said, it's amazing.
Meanwhile,
It's
the guy's
awesome.
like, that's why I like it.
awesome.
Right in here.
I'm like, where's the lights?
Yeah.
Where's the lights in
Get
the
the
fog
music
machine?
going, we just start
We're making
dancing.
this sensual. It's going to be
It smells like bottle
amazing.
service.
Yeah. Smells like bottle service.
Sexual and violent, right? Something like
Whoa,
that.
that's not what it is.
Maybe not the two combined.
Hey,
right?
demonetized. Okay.
Jamie the cleaner says,
Way to segue.
Stjarnagloss is here. Credit cards are maxed. Why is everybody spending all their money?
It's going to be a good week.
Happy Friday Eve,
Be
gentlemen.
responsible
Hello,
adults,
sir.
guys.
Hello.
But also get it because
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Everybody's
And
just spending
here's the
it.
big thing. Hans, official ring bearer.
Ooh.
Happy pre-TRC EU wedding day. Whoop, whoop. Let's all send them the best. Patrick and Chantal are finally tying the knot.
Oh my!
They're making it legal.
Congratulations.
And we're gonna be there for the wedding.
No, we're going to be there a week after. About a
okay.
week after the wedding.
That would be pretty
It
cool.
would have been
though,
amazing
right?
if he would have.
Patrick's
He should have just waited a week. We would have been there
You
for
guys
it.
want to be a part of the ceremony? I'm like, absolutely.
We
let's-
totally
let's-
would have been.
let's
I
do
would have
this
married
thing.
them.
You would have. You
I
were
would have.
ordained.
I'm ordained. I could do it. They should have waited a week.
I'll
Yeah.
just be the kid.
You guys ever
passing
want
out
to
all the
hire
flowers.
Levi for your services? He's willing to travel.
That's
so,
right.
Keep that in mind.
Hans, as I said, Hans is the official ring bearer. Next to their actual ring bearer, but he's an honorary.
They're like, Hans, what are you doing here at the wedding? You're not supposed to be here. He's like, I found out the location and I showed up. I
Nobody
hope
told
this
you.
is
You
okay.
just figured it out.
So, but yes, TRCU. So, congrats to Patrick and his lovely bride Chantal. So,
Yes.
very excited. Joey saying I got that satin chrome trim around my Mini, which could use a little love. What's the best way to freshen this up?
What would Jack do?
Satin trim.
Satin chrome.
What's that even mean?
I think he means the brushed aluminum.
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Oh,
strips
okay.
around the
Brushed,
windows.
Definitely a
That's what he
brushed kinda
means.
surface.
To clean it, to be a snow foam and a brush just to get into the corners and crevices. But I would be tempted to go over it in the same direction as the brush with Shara, the gloss enhancing polish, because there's a little bit of abrasion in there, so you don't want to go up and down and start fighting that grain. But yeah, just to brighten it, just to make it one consistent colour. Definitely the all-in-one polish Shara.
There you go. Nice. Gorilla Jeebus says Huel versus Ferex versus Magic Wheel Cleaner. Who comes out on top? That is a pretty great little comparison, but I'm pretty sure
Oh my gosh.
probably going to be Huel. You never know.
So I would say realistically, I mean, in terms of the cleaning power, I think Huel and Magic Wheel Cleaner, I mean, honestly, they're both fantastic. The only downside of Ferex, which is a great fallout remover, it's the smell.
It's the
actually,
smelliest.
A, it's the
Yeah.
smell.
It's honestly
B,
the
it's the smell.
smelliest.
C, it's the smell. And D, it's the smell.
smelliest.
Yeah, it's the smell is really hard to get past on
I think
Ferex.
that hallway back in the other
And-
building
Remember
still
those
smells
old
like
days?
Well, and another big thing too is that I feel like the Ferex formula, for example, really clogged sprayers, actually ruins sprayers for the most part. You get a lot of that dried up leftover kind of gunk that really likes to bundle up around the trigger, more so than anything like Huel or Magic Wheel Cleaner would have.
Granted,
but
we carried it. It was a good product, though.
No, we still carry it. We still sell it.
sell
Don't
it.
badmouth it too
I'm not
much.
bad-mouthing. I'm just saying that's the only
But at the
downside
same
of it.
time-
That and the smell. But other than
Mostly
that,
the
there's-
smell.
But
Yeah.
there is some dedicated users of it that
Yeah.
still use it as clay lube, that
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
love just
It
to
works
get
fine for
after
that.
it, and it works fine for all that. But I would say that between the two, Huel
Huel
and Magic
smells
Wheel
better.
Cleaner, I think Huel probably does smell
Yeah.
better. Magic Wheel Cleaner has the
Who
lemon,
makes
more of a
Ferex?
lemon scent.
That's Optimum.
Optimum.
Oh, okay. I've not used it. I just wanted to mention as well that I believe Magic Wheel Cleaner is the same as ours in that they've got a solvent for tar and it's got a detergent for mud. I don't know if Ferex has or not because I've never used it.
No, I don't
but
think so.
Huel and Magic Wheel Cleaner are doing a little bit more as well.
Optimum has a different
Nice.
product to handle tar and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, the Ferex, they tried to scent it, so they sent it like bananas.
They put bananas in
So they
it.
put banana scent in it, right?
It just smells
but the
like
thing
dying
is I was like,
bananas.
okay, I would rather smell a rotten lemon. I'd rather smell a rotten cherry. I'd rather smell a rotten, like a lot of other things.
Yeah, that are-
bananas are the last thing I want to smell.
Right.
That's gone bad and that's gone sour. So it
All
just-
bananas on a sulfur farm.
Yeah, bananas, sulfur
I,
for
um,
bananas.
I hate to tell you this, but Huel has got banana fragrance in it as well.
Well, yours smells better though. That's the thing.
But
It
what kind of
smells.
banana are you using?
Compare for
Are you using candy banana? You're using something that's not normal banana. It's got to
Yeah.
be something else in there.
Sweet banana, yeah.
Okay.
Interestingly, well, not interestingly at all. Actually, we tried to get a bacon fragrance, so it was bacon and eggs, and it was horrific. I mean,
That would have been delicious. Bacon and eggs. Yeah.
Could have done maybe an English breakfast scent, right? What is
that
this?
blood
This
sausage?
is blood sausage.
Pudding?
Sick. Anyways, moving on to the hairy housewife,
Oh,
right?
wow.
You got to have them. Love those hats.
Thank you,
Everybody's a
sir.
big
Thank
fan
you.
of
Pick one up
Stjarnagloss
yourself. Dino, what's up, you beautiful, stunning
Hey,
gents?
Dino.
What's up, Dino? How are you, man?
you stunner.
Alex Carrillo, would a Rupe's yellow pad in the last cut be a good one step? And if so, how many pads should I be using on a mid-sized car? Yes, you'd be just fine, Alex, in that. I usually try to recommend at least a minimum of 2, but realistically, you'll go a lot longer if you have 4. You'll get more uses out of your pads. That's the biggest thing. Hans says Jack has 2 eyes.
Wait, you skipped Grant.
Oh, I didn't even see Grant. Stjarnagloss Jack,
Sorry.
like Samurai Jack, but the detailing version. Nice. There you go, Grant.
Like that.
And then Hans says, of course, Jack has 2 eyes, question
Jack
mark.
does.
Yeah.
But this one has both his eyes.
And then our very own Dabbler Details. Who else got their order in for some Stjarnagloss goodies? What's up, Matt?
And then
Dane's wearing your shirt.
Yeah. I dig this thing. It's a really cool shirt. And it matches my hat today.
It
too.
does, yeah.
Does he did it on
works.
purpose? Tyler
Fabulous.
Cruz says, "Cab, you absolute stunner! Big day! What up, TRC fam?"
Hey,
What's
hey,
up, Tyler?
Thank you, Tyler. And then
I just want to say, first
Yeah.
and foremost, sorry, Tyler,
Yeah.
I love you. Secondly, just to let everybody at home know, I'm not being rude. I can't read the comments, so I'm waiting.
Oh,
I have to
okay.
listen to what these guys say, and then
Oh.
I get it. So I
Yeah.
apologise if I'm a little bit delayed on the reaction.
No,
that's
all right,
okay.
no problem at all. So we have a Piggy Trucker Jones, what we like to call is PTJ in this house.
The
Actually, we've
infamous.
never said that
Yeah.
before, but we're going to say it today. Looking for a heavy cut compound for outside. Should I get the last cut or the last cut plus? Maybe something else. Either one, man. I
wants
Koshka me
honestly,
H9.
Heavy cut.
if you're what's that? Or H9? You said
Koshka me
H.
H9.
Okay, or Coach coming H9. All right. So
That stuff's tough,
either
too.
one, those are going to be our heaviest cutting that we sell all in all here. And then Rupe's course as well.
Yeah.
And then moving on from there, we have the Bearded Hunter,
Hey.
right? Who I know is extremely excited about Stjarnagloss. I mean, the Bearded Hunter is a fan of aesthetically pleasing things.
Oh, he
Everything
loves it. He
loves it.
from
He came to the right
from
place.
photography to cars to all everything in between.
Vests.
Right? What?
Yes.
Vests.
Puffy vests.
Puffy vests. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but
Cardigans.
Cardigans.
So he says, "What's up, my dudes?
Button-up
Hope your
shirts.
Friday Eve is going great and good to see you, Jack. Order is placed and a smile's on my face. Wow.
it's a cookie smile. It's
Thank you, brother.
Stjarnagloss smile. That's what that is.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you know what I forgot?
Huh.
I gotta grab something.
Okay, we'll keep going. Robert Cologne
right.
says the exact same thing he just said a little bit ago, but just says saludos desde a bonito Puerto Rico.
I got
And
Puerto
then-
Rico.
Yeah, then GR saying, been enjoying Mr. Australia Gloss's Top Gear detailing. Well, you're close, bud. You're close. Good work, JR. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, brother.
The Hairy Housewife says, I think Jack may have frozen.
Oh, that was a
a
while
while.
ago. He's
That
all
was
good
25
then.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
G. Davis, with Dane's auto sale history in mind, how long before Sassy, which is my old cat, is on Facebook Marketplace as Polydactyl Beauty? Booty.
Oh, man, no. The cat's a keeper. The cat's a wonderful
Okay, I'm
cat.
glad to know that.
Yeah,
It's too funny.
jeez.
Okay, so
Oh,
really
she is
quick,
happy there.
Wow, what do you got over there?
look at
we
this.
are going to be giving away
Oh.
one of these
During this Q&A?
during this Q&A.
What?
How do we determine who gets it?
So here's the deal. I'm going to move this. I'm going to kind of show you guys everything you're going to get in this this delicious sampler
Oh,
kit.
yeah.
Right?
I like
You're going to
that.
be able to get some bubbler. You're going to be able to get some. What else is in there?
Scara there?
Yep.
There's
you're
some
gonna-
Glat.
Glat.
There's
Huel.
Huel.
Mata. Parla. And Force.
Ooh. like that.
Out of these, which one would you want to? Which one would you try first, Levi?
Well, I've tried them all.
I
I've
know,
been
but
using them
if
for a
you
while.
were if you were about to win this kit, which one would you try first?
Well, I'm a big fan of the Mata.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You're a big fan of mine.
I love Mata. It's such a good soap,
Yep.
and it smells amazing.
Yep, it does smell amazing.
Now-
So, This right here, we're going to be giving away at the end of the live stream once we are caught up on comments.
Okay,
right?
So we're letting everybody get a chance to post a comment.
I want everybody to be able to get a chance. What we're going to do is we're going to get caught up, hopefully get caught up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be asking a question.
Okay.
Okay? And the question has already been answered already.
Oh.
Okay?
Wow.
So we're just going to say that.
So we're waiting until we're all caught up in the comments, so you have to watch to the end of the show?
You have to watch to the very end, and we're going to be giving this away. Now, here's the thing. John Green specifically requested that the winner needs to be within the U.S. of A.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I know there's people around the world watching. It's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, hey, make sure they're in the U.S.
But I've got something. I've got something that everybody can enjoy around the world.
Okay.
So, you guys may have seen, we launched the what we're calling the Four Norsemen kit.
Yes.
Now, that Four Norsemen kit, not only is it available here at the Rag Company, it's available at the Rag Company EU, same kit.
Yep.
Also, it's available at cleanandshiny.co.uk.
Yep.
So you can pick up the Four Norsemen kits at any of those retailers. You get Huel, you get Silky, you get Innie, you get Bubbler, you get towels, you get a wash mitt, you get a bunch of stuff.
It's a stupid good deal.
Crazy how much stuff you get.
That is a dumb deal. What towels are they getting inside that kit there? Can we scroll down here,
looks like
Nick?
some, you get 4 Eagles, you get... looks like 10 yellow skinny terries. You get a couple black creatures. You get the wash pad, the really nice lavender cyclone. Yeah, it looks like 8 skinny yellow terries, 4 eagles, and 2 black spectrums, all for $80.
That's a killer deal.
So,
I mean, people are gonna freak.
But that gets you started. Gets you everything to get started washing your car. Wash, protect.
That with a liter of Forced.
Ooh, that's the way to do it.
That with a liter of Force.
That's the way to do it.
You're ready
right
to
there.
rock and roll.
Yeah, just add that also to the cart. Yeah.
Well, that's for the people who are sitting there going, well, I need something. Just give me the answer.
It gets you the force to start the best. Now, Jack over at Stjarnagloss.com has his original 4-core.
Yes.
Or Core 4 available.
Core 4, yeah.
And that's the same kind of thing. It gets you everything to get started, everything you really want to try. And then he's got the more 4, which are the next 4 that you want to buy of the group.
We'll have a 4 more Norsemen.
Interestingly, the Core 4 we created to be kind of the 4 products that you need for gloss. And I love it. It sells really well and everybody enjoys using it. But interestingly, I always tell people, get the Core 4 and a Huel, because we didn't do wheels, whereas I feel like you have hit the sweet spot because now you can do everything and the wheels. Granted, you've dropped the paint sealing, which is a little bit more dedicated. So I'm kind of enjoying the Norseman because that's exactly what I tell people to buy anyway.
There you go. Well,
maybe we'll get a photo of us and we'll call ourselves the 4 Norsemen, with myself being 2% Norwegian.
I know.
Wait, did it drop down to 1%? I'm still at 2.
I think you're at 2 still.
So I can hold my own, right, in terms of my Norse heritage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Dane's like 100%, but he doesn't tell people that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be that guy.
He just shows up to places and says, "And my axe." I'm like, you can't just say that every.
I'm not that sure.
Yeah,
and my axe.
Yeah, we're like, Dane, we're at a sizzler right now. You don't need to say those. We're just at the McDonald's.
Right. So we got another hairy housewife in the comments here saying,
there's more than one?
Started cleaning the Defender, then it rained. Dang it, that always what always happens.
At least you got a Defender. That's cool.
And then Robert Cologne. Is this Ricky?
No, this is Robert.
This is Robert.
There's Ricky and his brother Roberto.
Is this not Roberto?
This is Robert Cologne.
Okay, it says, Donde está Juan Gonzalez?
He's in Idaho Falls.
Yeah. Idaho Falls.
Están in Idaho Falls working, man.
He's working.
Vas trabajando.
He's getting the bag. And then Dino says, I knew you guys are bringing Stjarnagloss over. When Levi said on the other podcast, the personality from a guy is something special.
Oh.
Really?
That gave it away?
Messaged me.
Dino, there's plenty of special
before
people.
we ever
I think Dino's in
anything.
special ops. I think he's like a spy or something.
No, like there's like military things in his photos.
He's one of those guys. He's
that.
a hunter, so to speak. Manhunter.
An Austrian
Yeah, look out,
Austrian manhunter.
Yeah. Well, and in his manhunting cave, he has a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, no.
Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he says, this is to make Arnold proud.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Sue says,
Girl Sue.
how can you not purchase everything? That's a good question.
Yeah.
How can you?
Sue, just buy it all. I'm just kidding. You don't have to make
People are
it.
going
Yeah.
broke.
I don't have to tell you to do that.
People are
I'm just
not
saying
getting
you'll
it.
enjoy it. You'll enjoy it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got this one. Oh, Gilly Wash. Is the female version of Stecada going to make it to the States? Those guys look like they're ready for
Yeah.
disco minge.
Disco minge.
For those who don't know what that is, it's something I can't
Don't
say
say
in
that.
English.
Okay.
English.
Okay.
I won't say that.
Dane, I'm
But I know
unaware.
what you
Can you
mean.
let me know what that means?
Figure it out. Meanwhile, Harry
Our
Housewife's
housewife's laughing.
about
He's
this.
loving it.
I watch way too many Brit dramas.
Dabbler says, is there a synergy or cohesion between the Stjarna products? As in, could I use Silka or Glatt as a drying aid and go over it with Parla, or should I just use Parla? He's asking about the synergy or cohesion between the Stjarna products. And you've spoken about this.
Love your thought process. And yes, ultimately, it's really, really tricky. And this is one thing that I've learned since Stjarnagloss. It makes total sense for us to, we will say, top with one of our products because we know that they're going to work together. We would never make a product that conflicts, especially on the protective part of the car cleaning process. So, what the sweet spot for me would be protect the car with Parla. That's going to hang on for up to 5 months. But every month, every other maintenance wash, if you're doing it twice a week, which is kind of average for us at home, I don't know what it is over there, I would top up with Glatt because that is going to latch on to Parla and ultimately increase that protective layer. Glacier, our protective glaze, same sealant technology as well, so they're all gonna adhere to one another. And then the polymer sealant in Fantastisk, the hard wax, again, same sealant, so they're all going to be biting onto each other. The only watch out I would say is the hard wax gives a very different finish to the Parla, Glatt and Glacier. So you may find that you get a really glass-like shine with the sealants and then you get a really rich and oily finish with the wax, and those two on top of one another, for 99% of people they won't see it, but if you really care about the difference between clarity and oily, you may find there's a bit of a conflict and it looks a little bit uneven. But yeah, Glatt, Parla, Glacier, go mad, layer them up. But Fantastisk, the hard wax, I would only pair after Shara polish because those two are working on the same sort of premise as well.
Okay. Awesome.
Interesting. Okay. We have Bait Addict says, looks good. Stjarna baiters. Stjarna baiters now? Yeah. Interesting to know you revive the brand with Dodo Juice. It is interesting. I think it's such a cool story.
Yeah.
I think that's an awesome background. David Cervantes says, hello, Jack. Hello, gentlemen. What's the name of that hand polish again?
Oh, there you go.
Stjarna.
Shara.
Shara.
Shara, which means cut. So just to reiterate, all of the Stjarnagloss product names, if you go to Google, which I'm not telling you have to, but if you're interested, go to Google and type in the product name in Swedish and then translate it to English. It will make a ton of sense. So Shara means cut because it's a mild abrasive. Parla means gem because it ultimately hardens the paint, protects the paint and makes it glossy, makes it glowing. Huel means wheel. Silka means silk because that's what you want your paintwork to feel like after you've gone over it with a quick detailer. I won't go through them all, but as I say, they're very simple once translated. So if you're put off by a word, just Google it, and then it won't seem quite as intimidating.
Yeah. Speaking of the next one, what does Stecada 24K smell like? Well, that's
So I don't know if I want to tell people.
smells like
Smells like money.
success.
Smells like money, man.
Let's
Smells like
say
success.
if you know, you know.
And Stecada
It's a very
means Playboy.
Need to know basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a need to know basis, and I mean, and I understand people are probably like, okay, well, it's like $40,
that's not very
Anthony. I
helpful.
need to know what it smells like. The best way
It's
to
the best money you'll ever spend.
It's the best money you'll ever spend. It's a very high end smelling.
It smells expensive.
Air freshener. It does smell expensive. I mean, the thing is, I think it's going to primarily attract, if I'm honest, guys. I think guys are going to love it. It is slightly masculine. It's got some nice citrus top notes to it.
Let's just say
that kinda
this:
break it up.
if you're running around in your car and you're using black ice trees,
Oh my God!
you need to
Don't
throw that stuff
throw it
away.
This is- it's
You just need to cut it
uncomparable.
off because it's such a bad scent. But there's so many dudes that like, man, I love that black ice smell. That is not a good car scent.
No.
You want to replace
Well,
that?
maybe
with
maybe
would
Jack
say-
would know.
That
The
brings you up.
women that are attracted to black ice might be the women you don't want.
That's right. That's right.
That's horrible. That's horrible. I should say that. Dane's like,
as a disclaimer, it's worth mentioning. If you're going to spray it in your car, you absolutely need to modify your car to make it quicker to get away from the amount of women that will be running towards you.
That's true.
And at home, you're going to want to board up the windows because it will be like I Am Legend. They'll just keep running at the window. So please be careful and only use 2 sprays a day.
That's
Why
right.
was that I Am Legend reference so visual? Like,
perfect.
I could just see him ramming the house, right?
Yeah,
Just
that's
don't
perfect.
take my dog,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
But yeah, it's, guys, trust me, it's an amazing scent. You're absolutely going to like it. Like I said, for the most part, most of the guys in the office are just obsessed with it. They love it. Anthony Blaine, who's behind one of the screens over here, was like, wait, when's it for sale? When can I buy it? Can I
He
go
was
pick
going
it
to
up
spray
right
it on his
now?
motorcycle.
He's like,
And we were like, I don't know if it's going to work the same.
He loves it. Me, I overuse it, right?
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot
you
of fragrance.
spray your cubicle
I
with
watch
it.
fragrance people
Yeah.
on YouTube, right? And they always say you want to overspray, right?
Right.
Make sure to overspray to make sure that your people can. If you want
You're
to smell
well covered.
Good, yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to smell good, right? So I make sure to spray that all around the office. Everybody starts coughing because it starts gassing them out, and then I turn on a couple fans to get it circulated.
Well, we
They
want to make
say-
sure
They say, how much did you use? They said just half the bottle.
Right. We said to Anthony, that was too much.
That's a
Too
1,000
much.
sprays.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
So no. Anyways, you guys.
It smells like a Bentley pulling up to a very expensive car.
Yeah, there you go.
I like
Nice.
that, Dane. The Hairy Housewife is back with Stjarnagloss is a no BS range for everybody to use, basically. Absolutely.
Correct.
True.
That's right. Hans wants
What
to know
about-
how many,
Love you.
if you've washed any tanks again.
Well, have you washed any tanks
No,
lately,
just the
Jack?
one tank, one digger.
One
I
tank,
think
one
you
dig.
only need to watch one tank
Yeah.
and one digger in your life.
By the way, like for those who don't know what he's referencing, can you talk a little bit about that?
Can
at
you
all?
say that, or you can't? You can't really
Can
talk
you or
about
can't
it.
you?
Oh, I'm allowed to say it now.
Okay, okay.
So it was a weird one, series 1. It was like you're in it, but you're not allowed to tell anyone. Whereas now it's like no, you can go mad. So Top Gear Clean Team. It's a digital only program. The first series was 8-minute episodes. The second series is like 15, 16-minute episodes, and ultimately it's disaster details. As much as you can call it a detail, because we only on the first series we had 3 hours, which if you look at some of the state of the cars, you wouldn't even have got the wheels done in 3 hours. And then the second series we had 8 hours, but we were able to up the ante. You know, we could do more, and it's just a really cool place to watch detailing. Obviously, it's the only thing that's as close to CRC production as I've seen, and it's. You'll learn a little bit. There's loads of top tips in there as well. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say this because it's the BBC, but you get the gist. You'll see some familiar colours. But yeah, we've done our second series. I'm hoping to have a conversation about another one. I would love another one, obviously. But yeah, it's just Top Gear online, doing what we're all talking about right now, cleaning cars.
Yep. Yeah, check them out. Top Gear on YouTube. You can watch them. They drop a new episode almost every other week.
Jack
Every
has
week.
gone to the Top Gear Studios,
Yeah,
which is pretty sweet.
He's a Top Gear guy. You know what's funny? Hadley, my daughter.
Yeah.
I got him started watching it before Jack came over.
Yeah.
And she is just like, holy cow. Because she loves watching the Grand Tour. She loves watching old Top Gear. She likes sometimes the new Top Gears. But when I showed him Clean Team and they got to see the Top Gear logos, they saw the card, she saw Jack on there. When Jack was at my house after we went to the dunes and he met Hadley and he shook her hand, my daughter to this day says, not only did we get to meet somebody on Top Gear, but he's dreamy.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, okay. And so
You
that
can't
was
leave the house again.
I'm not ready I'm not ready for that, but okay. But I thought that was very sweet. She always talks. So now when I have it on there, she's like, oh, look, it's Jack. He's been to our house. Like, so
Dreamy Jack.
Dreamy Jack. So very, very nice. So she's been loving that.
Runs
so,
in the family, I guess, right? And
Augie loves watching. He loved watching Jack climb around that tank to clean all that mud out. He goes, that is dirty.
So he's like, Dad, can you get that tank for us here?
He wanted that tank. I think he wanted to know if you guys got to drive it afterwards.
You don't want to
He
pay
was,
for shipping on that.
He wanted to see what that thing would do.
The Hairy Housewife says, love reviewing these products. They work and smell great. What more do you need? There you go.
Yeah. And then Gilly Wash coming back saying he's going for a Tommy Tank straight after this. And then
I don't know what that means.
It means something different to him.
What is that wrong with?
yeah.
Oh, it means something different than what I understand. Okay, hey, right on.
I'm just throwing him up there.
Hey, I'm
letting
down for a
everybody
good
else figure
time,
out
whatever the heck
rest.
that means. Count me in.
Tyler
Maybe,
Cruz.
maybe don't count me in. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
You can learn in about 12 days when we get over
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what I don't know
about
what I'm committing to, but you know what? Hey, if it takes all night, whatever the heck we got to do, right?
Good. Tyler Cruz. Tyler Cruz saying, so this is so new to all of us. Can we run some comparisons on Stjarna to what we were all currently buying from TRC?
Sure.
I am going to load up with some regardless. Yes, so I did start building a comparison list for our customer service team and for our sales team so that they can know and be able to help when folks call and talk about it. But basically, even if we just take this small sample pack here, Anthony, you could kind of
So here's an
give 'em a
example. So
idea there.
to kind of give you a rundown here, so Forced, for example, first on the list, is going to be a very strong, APC with really strong detergents in there. It's going to be able to break down some stuff. In comparison to what we currently sell, this would be on the same realm as Green Star and Power Clean.
Yep.
However, it's
a different chemical
it's
makeup.
a different chemical makeup. They act completely different from
All
one
three of
another. Like I kind of told everybody here, I've never seen tires bloom as fast as they do with anything but Force. Force is like you spray them on the tires and you go, good God. Like I didn't know that it could do that. And it's very impressive. It's one of those products that's strong enough. Jack knows that this stuff is freaking strong. You could spray it on a car and rinse it off, and you'll have a clean car. It may not have any protection left, right? It'll withstand. Ceramic coatings can take a beating with it, but
Coatings are fine. But wax
coatings
and
are
sealants
fine,
not.
but waxes and sealants will definitely give them a run for their money. Parla, right? So Parla being a longer lasting spray sealant, that would be obviously much longer lasting than Bead Maker. I'd probably put it next to SO02
and C2V3
from Coach Chemie and C2V3. And then Mata, which is going to be a pH balanced shampoo. This would be in the same realm
GSF.
as GSF. I don't
Pearl.
think it's going to foam probably as good as GSF because Snow is meant as their dedicated snow foam.
Yeah.
But Mata, GSF. What else do we have? It would have
Pearl,
been maybe the
PNS
old
Pearl,
Optimum shampoo.
Optimum
PNS
car wash
Pearl.
soap. Yeah.
And then Huel, Magic Wheel Cleaner, and Ferrex. We already had that conversation. And then Glatt is something that we do not have any comparison to.
Yeah.
Not really. No, it's a rinse aid.
Okay.
So it's more like OptiSeal in reality,
Sure.
where if you're spraying it on wet, it changes the water behavior. It makes it a little easier to dry.
So,
But
really quick,
but you put it on when the car's wet.
Well, let's just ask Jack. Jack, does Glatt have any protection characteristics? And if it does it last? What other than being a rinse aid and having changed water behavior, making it easier to dry, is there any other benefits?
Yeah. So in the 100 ml that you've got in your box, if you use that at the suggested ratio of 50 ml to 950 ml of water, that would just be a rinse aid. Spray it on, jet wash it off, water will sheet and bead, make the drying process quicker. If you double the concentration, put the full 100 ml in, you'll then get around 6 weeks to 2 months hydrophobicity. The ready-to-use litre is the full-fat version. That is, I don't know if it's, I apologise if you're going to tell me off for saying this, because it's probably easier for people to, it's not a Red Company product, but it's a known product, would be Geon Wet Coat. Kind of spray it on, jet wash it off, and then it holds on for about 3 months. That's the litre ready to use. That's the full fat one. As I say, you can knock that down by half, and it will just speed up the drying process, but won't hold on for much longer. But yeah, the full fat one is most similar to that product.
Okay. But yeah, it's got some protection properties.
That
in
was
it.
Jimmy's favorite product when they were using it.
So it's one of my favorites on wheels. So when you're rinsing after you've washed your wheels, give it a couple spritzes on the wheels, pressure wash them. It makes them protected.
Yeah.
And then when you're going around and you're drying, it's much easier. It also, one thing I noticed on older vehicles, so some of my dad's older trucks and older paint, works really well. Spraying it on, drying it up, rinsing it off, and then being able to dry it.
It just seems like it kind of nourishes the
gives it
paint
a little bit of
bit.
protection and makes
something.
it work a little bit. It just gives it something.
So like
So
on
when
my T-Bird would be a good home for something like that. With
yeah, we're
old
just
paint.
on. Well,
I
just-
honestly, I just like it for big vehicles that I don't.
Well,
that I
here's
don't-
another thing
that I don't want to deal with. Like
Yeah.
my wife's
Big
Forerunner. My wife's Forerunner. I hate drying that thing. It sucks, man. Literally, no matter because if I don't have a hydrophobic area right in the particular area, maybe I'm using my spray sealant or I'm using a quick detail or whatever it is, and I'm using it as a drying aid. It's not a good time, right? Because I'm like, okay, well now I have water pooling over here. Maybe there's not protection here. It makes it kind of a pain. But with this and being able to spray it on and then jet wash it and get good even coverage, that's when I just take the blow dryer and I just
it helps it a
you
lot.
know, hit it with that.
The other thing that I saw Jack using, which I thought was a really great idea. Those of you that don't want to put a dressing under your engine bay, after you clean your engine, spray a little Glad on there.
Yeah.
Spray it around, rinse it off. Gets a good protective coating on all those plastics too. It's really a nice little piece.
Even.
Yeah. So
and then moving on, so we have Scara. So in terms of a hand polish, we really don't have a dedicated hand polish. And so a hand polish versus a machine, I mean, can you use this on a machine? I think you can. I think I've seen Jack use it on a machine. But you'll probably get better, more even results. But in terms of hand polishing, it's something that a lot of people do over there in the UK, right? It's not as common here in the US anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people have switched to machine polishing. However, with that said,
there are people that don't have
still
machines.
a number of people that don't have machines or do not know that machine polishing is as readily available as
Correct.
it is nowadays. So still hand polish, and if they want to hand polish, by all means.
or maybe they're walking out to their garage. They got a box in their hands. Maybe it's a box of Stjarnagloss products, and they accidentally bumped their car.
Yeah.
Scar's perfect to have because you can put it on a pad, rub that panel out, or do the whole door. Wipe it all off. You're all protected. You're ready to go.
I like it
Clean that
for
mark out.
I like it for barrels or for chrome barrels on wheels and whatnot. I like that because I think it makes it brightens everything up significantly. And so I know Jimmy said on his Workmeisters that's what he'll be using when he goes to polish everything out. And then we have here a bubbler. So bubbler is, in terms of what we have in comparison,
Kind of like Nano Magic.
probably like Nano Magic,
Closer to Nano Magic.
Probably like
G-Wash.
G-Wash. G-Wash has a little bit of gloss enhancers in there. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So there's not going to be...
chiming in.
Go ahead.
Just flicking back to dabblers. A parloured car, i.e., that's our spray sealant. A parloured car with Bubbler on top. Again, Bubbler has got parlour sealant in it, so that's just going to add to parlour as well.
There you go.
Okay.
So protect it.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Keeps it leveled up.
And then I guess from that we don't have here a Glacier, which is going to be the glaze, right?
Protective glaze, yeah.
We don't have a glaze, so that's actually the only glaze that we do have. The only other thing that would come close is maybe Uno
Really
Protect.
like Uno Protect or P601.
Micro cut and finish, That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is definitely more of a dedicated glaze,
Yeah,
which is
snow
great because
foam.
glazes you can use on windows, you can use on paint, you can use on the inside of your glass. If you have any type of fogging issues happening on the inside of your glass with off-gassing of plastics, a glaze on there will actually prevent that from happening for actually up to a couple of months. I mean, it's pretty cool
Really?
what glazes can do. And then...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, give it a shot. Do it, man. Seriously,
Yeah, well.
it works. It works fantastic. And so... I would say
snow is a pre-cleaning snow foam, so similar towards like maybe active foam.
a little bit less abrasive,
less
than,
abrasive,
well,
less
not
aggressive.
less aggressive than active foam for sure.
Yeah, it's
Snow is something that you can use consistently.
Yeah.
You can use it all the time, and but I mean you'll have a good time. And then what else are we missing?
Gumi, tire
Gumi,
dressing.
which is Levi's.
It's one of my favorites.
One of your favorites.
Literally, I wonder what's in this.
That is like nothing else.
It is like nothing else. We don't really have a comparable in our line to Gumi in terms of the
There's
consistency and the look.
Shara. What else do we got in here?
I don't see. Yeah, so Gumi is a tire dressing. It's kind of its own realm. Like I said, the look, the feel, the way it's applied. I think it's definitely different than everything else that we currently have right now. I mean, because
It
even
gives it gives like and I appreciate you saying it's not like, because we didn't really want a finish like anybody else's, because that would be boring. It's as close to a wet look as a satin can be. It isn't full fat oily, but it's glossier than a satin, so it sets right in the middle of the two.
Medium.
And Yeah, and that's the reason I love that product is because I didn't have to sell it very much. I didn't need to make tons of videos or create loads of content around it. A few people got it, went on forums, started talking about it, and then it just kind of grew on its own. And I think that's the best type of product that doesn't really need selling, because word of mouth is always the best sale, and that is candidate number one for that type of sale.
Yeah.
And what do we got there?
So I got Shara.
Shara.
And Shara is a tar and bug remover, and this is a really cool product because it's got a citrus background, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, and so this is a really nice. It's a little more gentle, but still very aggressive on tar and glue.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about it.
And then Any, obviously their interior cleaner, so maybe like a good comparison would be maybe that of Express or Polestar. And then I think, are we missing anything else there? Then
Glass. Glear is the clay lube.
Glear is a clay lube, which only closest thing would be the Coach Chemi clay lube. Glass, closest thing would be Coach Chemi's glass cleaner or G-Technics glass cleaner.
PNS TruView.
PNS
What I like about glass, though, chemically, I love the fact that you can, it's a one wipe kind of spray where you spray it on the glass, clean your glass. There's almost not a need for a second towel to wipe over everything, because the way it just...
A very good job at cleaning.
Cleans really well.
Very much cleans.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It just cuts, has a good cut to it. So,
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything, but I know we have we're 45 minutes.
No,
I'm gonna power through some of these here.
Yeah. Go start from the bottom and power into
All
it,
right,
Levi.
Hans, any orange fuel cans? Be ready, Hans. Just keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be more of them. G. Davis saying, Luke Berge told me he's sure that the can puts out on the first date. Tyler Graff saying, happy Friday Eve, TRC crew and Jack. Just wanted to show my appreciation for you guys and your customer service. Levi answering questions on Facebook late at night. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Tyler. Umberto saying, hello, TRC team. Pathfinder, COD, hello from South Carolina, ordering the kit of 4 products now. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And Ron, ayo, saying, yo, from Drizzy, Massachusetts. What's going on, man? And then Zayar Keen saying, since Dreammaker isn't supposed to give protection, does that mean it washes off with water or O&R? Or does it come off with just shampoo? No, it actually has polymers. It bonds.
It's got enough to last a couple washes. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It'll change the surface tension. It'll change the water behavior for at least a couple weeks. And then also, I feel like the gloss lasts a good, anywhere from 3 days to up to maybe 7 days. It depends. It depends on what it's...
Depends on how it's
It's
cared
just
for.
not protection in the sense that it's not like a sealant or something.
Yeah.
Not like Bead Maker.
Yeah.
Gilly Wash says, hey, Humberto. And then we have...
Randy Ricochet.
Randy Ricochet saying, hey, y'all, happy starting today.
And then Mitchell...
Thanks,
you
Rick.
can use 1 bucket with the rinseless wash, right? Yes, Mitchell, you can. Yes. And then Lydia Marshall, does Silke have any sealants or toppers in it, or is it a pure cleaner? Jack has some videos.
Great question, Lydia, and I'm glad you asked. It is predominantly for cleaning, but it has got some glazing emulsions in there as well, so it's going to fill and boost gloss. But I would not lie to you and say it's a sealant, because it doesn't hang on for long. It will be gone by the next time you wash the car. It's purely to quickly clean, quickly gloss, and it's done.
There you go.
Good deal.
Snake Eyes, using O&R for a car wash out of a single bucket? I was watching your recent videos with Ivan. I can't wrap my head around that single bucket. Can you help me understand why the single bucket and not 2? Well, with O&R, it is zwitterionic, meaning that O&R encapsulates all of the organic material, all your dirt, and then when you dump it in the bucket, when you take your towel or your sponge and you put it back in the bucket, the zwitterionic properties also encapsulate all that material and they bring it to the bottom of the bucket. So your top water always stays clean. So everything you're dipping out of and you're rinsing out of. So this is why you can use the ultra black sponge, the big red sponge, the big gold sponge. You can use multiple towel method because you're always changing sides. This is why the rinseless agents work that way. It is a unique property to O&R that allows you to do that. Many other rinseless washes try to attempt that same feature. Not all succeed. That's why O&R is the oldest and longest and best running, and it's the GOAT.
And a zwitterionic bond is a real thing. You can look it up.
Is
It means
a
there's
real
both a positive and a negative charge occurring.
Yep.
Grant Hawtree says, a buddy of mine is moving his cattle across the Venice beach today to the new paddock, Deep South.
There you go,
man,
right
here we
there,
go
yeah.
again with the-
In Venice Beach.
Oh my
South,
God! Please
South,
Down there in Venice.
Southern California.
Yeah, Venice right there.
It's
Deep South.
Got those
Hashtag.
canals down there.
Yeah, the canals
fan
of
boats.
Venice.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Moving along.
Efren, when will you get more Stjarnagloss on stock? I'm trying to buy some online. All sold out. No, Efren, it is available. All of it's on there. You can get on there and buy it. The only thing that is marked sold out at the moment is the fuel cans because we've got to get our repackaging. We're trying to get some stuff figured out.
I'm going to
shipping
take a
them.
wild guess that Everin was looking maybe this morning.
I think
or
so.
Earlier,
Yeah.
saw the thing said
Refresh
sold
the
out, but it's
page.
because
Refresh your page,
refresh
buddy.
it.
Delete
They're
your
there now.
cookies in your browsing history.
Because the inventory was marked to 0 until they made them live, and then they all appeared. They weren't really sold out. We had
Yeah.
them. They just weren't
Yep.
marked in the inventory until it went live.
We have Sanel says placed an order for the Norseman and some. Excited. Very nice.
Good job,
Congratulations.
Sanel. Thank you.
Excited for
Martin, I used my Parla sample bottle this past weekend. All I got to say, Parla on a coated car is legendary.
Wow, we didn't even have to pay him to say that.
we didn't.
That's
Wow.
amazing,
It's
right?
awesome.
I mean, real reviews from real people here.
That's right.
That's what you get here on the QVC
I paid
Rag
it.
Company Q&A.
We're
On
still
that
43
note-
minutes behind.
On that note, we're going to take a brief little break here, throw some messages your way, and we'll be right back after.
All right, we'll be back in like
Yeah,
5 minutes.
See you in like 5 minutes.
Hello,
back.
and welcome back, Jack. All right, here we go. We've
Bonjour.
got Jack from Stjarnagloss here with us. The guys and I have all been laughing,
Yeah.
It's a rowdy-
looking
it's
up
been a rowdy
references that we
podcast.
didn't
It's been a
necessarily
rowdy one.
understand. Found out.
So didn't know what some of those
Kept
terms
laughing.
meant, and then we looked them up during that break, and I said, "Oh my god!"
So I will say though, for those of you guys wondering, yes, Stjarnagloss products are live at theragcompany.com. You can also,
go.
all of our friends in Canada, you can pick them up at TOC Supplies in Canada. And of course, you can pick up the Four Norsemen kit here. You can pick the Four Norsemen kit at the Rag Company EU, ragcompany.shop. You can get that as well there. You can also get the Four Norsemen kit available at cleanandshiny.co.uk. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can pick up Stjarnagloss products and you can get
Look how cool
pick up
that
that
looks.
Four Norsemen
Yeah.
kit.
Seriously, Nate did a fantastic job with the banners.
Oh,
and
it's great. The photos of the products. It
So
looks just
shout out
insane.
to Nate Strum. Shout out to Thomas Cormello for actually, there's a whole team.
The
of
whole
people
team got
here.
everything ready.
I mean, there was a whole team involved, so I can't just give those
Great.
people a shout out. But I mean, they did a great job
Yeah.
on the website front. So jumping into this, we got Andy Milanakis says,
Thank you, Maldonado.
Oh, come on.
that was way off.
Not even a little.
What towel do you guys recommend to do the multiple towel job method? The multiple towel
Eagle
method. So,
350s.
Eagle 350s, Creature Edgeless.
Those work
We'll
the
get
best
job
for it.
done. Hans Closen says, Jack, what is your favorite product to use? That's a good question.
Well,
Can I have two? Can I have two?
You
You
can
can
have
two.
two.
We'll give you two.
well, is there one that comes slightly above the other one?
No, I think they're the same.
Probably for the wrong reasons, though. That's why I
Oh,
want to
okay.
say two. Because forced, because it's such a beast,
Yeah.
but the reason it pushes it slightly above the Parla is because it's the bestseller. So I love that product for that reason. And Parla being the second one because it 5 months. And as I said in TRCMA, there's a gentleman in Germany that's had it on his bonnet for 7 months and it's still holding on. It's not pretty, but it's still holding on. Water-based polymer, no ceramic, no newfangled technology, refinement of the old school, and it outperforms a lot of new generation stuff and relatively inexpensive for what it is. What is it in dollars? 22, I believe. To realistically protect your car for 2 years if used sparingly.
Yeah.
Beat that.
That is
Pretty good.
expensive.
Pretty
That's
good.
great. TLC Supply
Oh, look at
says,
that.
hello from Canada. It's
Hey.
great to see you. Jack and the TRC Rocky team. The
Nice.
TRC Rocky team.
Hello, TLC.
Thanks. Yeah.
I like that.
Hans saying Stjarnaboss, right?
Yeah.
And then Bait Addict.
The boss of gloss, I like to
There
say.
you go, the boss of gloss. And then Bait Addict. When creating these products, did you have any competitor products to benchmark against, or did you just do your own thing?
No. We did, absolutely. So it was very much, it was very important for us to not use our own, what do we think is the best. It was very much go on the forums, watch threads of people asking for a tire and trim dressing. What is everybody else getting? Because unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you make a great product. If you don't market it well and nobody's used it, it's irrelevant. So we were going for what is the people's choice. That's what we need to be. I don't. This is not a knock to those two brands or those two products, because they're in my opinion, they're the best at what they do. The new Active Glaze, Poor Boy's Black Hole, is a beast of a glaze. So that was the one we benchmarked it against. And then Chemical Guys make a product called Hydroslick, which it is they've got it all ceramic infused and blah blah blah. But for an easy on, easy off hydrophobic, it's a beast. So I was like, cool. That's what we need to be on the protection side of things. That's what we need to be on the glaze side of things. And we put it in one bottle. So yeah, I've got no problem saying that there is absolutely something that we put our products against, and it was whatever was on trend or was being talked about at the time. And that's only 18 months ago. And if a new gem pops up, we're absolutely getting that in, and we're trying it and seeing if we can beat it.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah. Han saying, this is a family show, Anthony.
I don't know about that. Hans.
And then Dino says, did Jack already start making some small D energy products? There's some of us just trying to be average about products.
There's no room for average.
That's right. I'm going to power through a lot of these because we're 45 minutes, 50 minutes behind still. And I want to get to everybody's questions because
We got to give that away.
we got to be able to give that away. So, all right. Yo Hurl saying, hello all. Hope you're all doing well. Jack sure makes you want to try all the stuff. Well, there you go. It's a nice compliment. Very nice. And then our homie Mountain Town Detail. I miss you. You know who you are.
Hello, brother. Never seen two guys look so similar yet talk so different.
Yeah.
And then try to mimic each other. It's
That was
hilarious.
great. It's the best.
That was good.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then
moving right
G.
past
Davis left a comment. You're going to have to read it in the
You're just
chat.
gonna have
We're
to read
not.
that for
I'm not
yourself.
going to say it. Kimberly saying Stekara was delivered to my office yesterday. I sprayed to test it, and the men started falling through the ceiling.
Yes.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Yes.
That was great. And then
That's hilarious.
the hairy housewife says a wash mitt and pad. It comes with a wash pad, is what it comes for Norsemen. But I'm assuming that's what you mean with the washing, maybe too.
Yeah.
Then he says, yeah, the polish works great on it. I use it on the Fiat's trim. Nice. There you go.
Oh my God, we're all the way back at Satin
Yeah.
Chrome. We have so much.
Yeah, Joey says, I just realized how stupid Satin Chrome sounded after I typed it. Thank you, Jack. And then Chris O'Grady says, hello again from the island of Ireland, guys.
Wow, 2 golds in a row.
Love Stjarnagloss. I love Force, Snow, and Gumi. But the big question for me is Silky
love you.
better than Beadmaker? That's the real question.
Oh my God.
Would be the
That is-
comparison.
Yeah, Parla is your comparable. There you go.
Yeah.
Randy Ricochet says a bacon fragrance would have been a big hit here in the deep south.
California, right?
Down there in California, down the deep south. And then the hairy housewife says, Cav, sort me a hat. I'll get it from Waxstock. Well,
Okay.
the hat that Jack's wearing is only,
that's
there's
from
only a
Waxstock.
few of them. We only have a couple here. You got to get a black one from us at the Rag Company. Hairy housewife, we may have to pack one in our suitcase. But as soon as these gray hats come back into stock, I know Jack's wanting an order of them. So Hans saying, maybe hire Anthony as your pro scent maker, Jack. He makes it not only smell great, but will make the ladies full. I don't know what that means, Hans.
I
don't get
that
that.
feels like a lost in
he's
translation.
Dutch.
There's
He's
another
Dutch. It doesn't make sense.
translation
Okay.
there that wasn't
Yeah.
quite
I'm
it,
not
right.
sure that necessarily computes
Listen,
1-to-1.
I would love to be able to get into pro scent making. I think I just need better tools to work with because
Right.
last time, again, I got too much patchouli, right? And so
And by too much, you mean any at
any
all.
patchouli. So the hairy horsewife.
You spelled it wrong.
You called him the hairy houseman, then you called him the hairy horseman?
Hairy
God, what's-
housewife. I don't know why I said
I think we're becoming more dyslexic.
All right,
by the
here's
second.
Cav.
Okay.
Can you bring me a hat to Waxstock? I'll buy it from your stand. Harry Housewife, you need to ask me. Send me an email, levi@theragcompany.com. I will personally pack one in my suitcase for you. That way you can get it. So you just gotta get it. So Jeff C., tell me more about Glatt. How long would it last on an O&R washed and garage kept car? How often would you use it? Can it be topped with Parla, or would you use Parla as a base protection?
Parla is a base protectant for sure.
Yeah, I would use Parla. So I honestly, if I'm rinseless washing, I probably wouldn't use Glatt as much. I would use, because you need the water. You need to kind of flush it with water to really make it work the best. So I would just do Parla on the O&R.
Yeah,
and wipe it down that way.
O&R. You could also dilute Glatt down. If
you could dilute it a little more.
Dilute it with some distilled water, and you can spray that on using as a drying aid that way. If you want to do it that way, it's just to make things a little bit slicker and smoother. But yeah. I mean, Parla as a base, you can still continue to top with Parla. It's just Parla actually has some some good thickness to it, and so it will build up too. And so you just don't want it to get to where it builds up so much to where it starts streaking, because I mean, it gets the protection products. They will do that with time. So just keep that in mind. We have Spencer. Says Lake Country pad washer coming soon, potentially. We're working on something like
Anthony
that.
and I have said yes, that's all.
Yeah.
So it's got to go up the chain.
Just working on the follow-up.
Yeah. Gorilla Jeebus, I like claying with the TRC clay towel using Ferrex as a lube. Although my driveway smells like a sulfur pit afterwards. Could I substitute Ferrex with Huel? Yes, you absolutely could do that.
Yeah. Do Glatt and Parla after... Jeff Ceta says, do Glatt and Parla offer UV protection? Parla, yes. Does Glatt offer UV protection too? Okay, it does. Okay, very cool.
There you go. And then
Rocky Iverson.
Rocky Iverson. Does Jack dilute forced? I love everything and would love more tips and tricks on what to try things on. Yeah, you can dilute it. You can leave it. You can run it straight.
You can, if you can knock it down. 100 ml forced, 900 ml water.
10-1.
Thank you. 9-1. That's as close as you'll get. It will never be pH neutral, because watering a product down doesn't obviously change the pH balance of it. But that won't affect wax and sealant layers. So you're going to get rid of more dirt than you would with a pressure washer, but not as much as full fat. To be honest, I like using forced as a neat, just super heavy. But if you do like a concentrate, you just keep an eye for the future.
Okay. I like it. Driven Automotive has a question. What's up, fellas? Dakota Ryan here. What can we expect in the detail world with the gas price situation?
Well, Dakota Ryan, cool hat first off.
Yeah, great hat, Dakota
TRC
Ryan.
Hat. That's a good
so
question.
The biggest thing is going to be transportation costs.
Yeah, for mobile detailing.
Yeah. The second thing is the availability of certain petroleum-based chemicals.
Correct.
For companies to be able to buy and use those. So prices are going up all around, regardless of certain. It's just the way of the world.
Inflation and everything else. So.
It's just how it's going to be. Companies are raising their prices to ship products. Other companies are raising prices to actually get them to you. Or they have low stock, which has caused the price to go up because they can't get it. There's a lot of stuff. So it's going to affect everything. But just like this, it's time to move up. When I was born, my dad said that he was charging $35 for a wash, wax, and a light interior detail on cars back in the day. $35 back in 1980. That's how he was making that paper. Yeah. So just saying, now most people don't do it for less than $200. So who's not to say in 20 years? That's going to be $1,000.
Levi's dad has like 15 houses, and so obviously it worked out for him.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Dino Grahovic says, I am from United States of Europe. Does that count? That is something really a spy would say.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I don't know, Dino. It doesn't seem like
if we get a second place that's not in America, I'll do a kit.
There we go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
I'll go on.
All right, next page, Dane.
There.
Alex Duar says, wow, sexual and violent QG Davis.
Oh, God.
Then Randy Ricochet, $10
Hey!
for Goomy. All right. He's just yelling Goomy.
Yeah.
Just yelling it out. Just Goomy.
You know, I missed product yellers.
Yeah.
We haven't had those for
I
a
miss
while,
the product
so
yeller.
A product yeller combined.
Yeah. I
with
guys bears.
A super chat is
Yeah, nice.
something else,
That's
man.
awesome. Thank you,
That's
Randy.
awesome.
Alex Duar says, we're used to the whole lower 48 thing. It's fine.
Oh,
okay.
Alex,
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
Alex. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then Tyler says, no Canadian support. Forgot about the Four Horsemen kit. Well, TOC had they're building something. They just didn't have their Four Horsemen kit in time. So
Norseman.
the Four Norsemen. Sorry. Yeah.
It
So,
will get there.
sorry about that.
It will get
And then P. Tarancia says that and a liter of cola. That's right. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Liter of
A
cola.
liter. I like a liter of Diet Pepsi. I know Jack likes a liter of Dr. Pepper. Anthony, what are you gonna drink a liter of?
I don't know what I could commit to a full liter of and like still absolutely love. I don't know.
I think you could do some Pepsi Zero.
I don't even.
I think
know.
you could do that. I think that's the way
Yeah,
you'd rock
Pepsi
it.
Zero.
I can
Squirt,
see if you're just walking around. Yeah, Squirt Zero.
sugar.
Yeah, I could see you doing that. And then Alex. Oh my gosh, another super chat from Alex.
Alex.
$14 Canadian.
Buddy.
Ooh, wow.
Didn't
Thank
have
you.
to yell anything.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's just being
Says,
friendly. It's like
love
Canadian
you
niceness.
all. Thank you, Alex. We appreciate it. Miss you, brother. And then Gorilla Jeebus saying, while we're at it, is any suitable for screens and digital gauge clusters? Also, could Silka be used as a drying aid?
As far as I know.
Yes. Oh, as far as I know, it doesn't
I
have
love-
protection but tons of gloss. That's it.
Yeah, and I think Ivan's summary of it was a really good idea. It's more of a drying lubricant. It won't disperse water, but it will absolutely make the towel glide over the panel easier and boost gloss while it's there.
There we go.
All right, Levi, we got to rip. So I'm gonna start ripping here.
Oh, you were
yeah,
going to do it? I was
page two.
trying
Oh,
to
we're
go
on page
fast.
2, but we're since
Yeah.
we're 47 minutes behind,
Yeah,
Dane.
there was a gap for a while.
Oh,
and
thank
then
God.
they caught
Yeah,
up.
okay,
So,
okay.
don't worry. We're in the ballpark.
Okay.
Tyler, TRC needs to disguise their card changes like I've heard gentlemen clubs do. Easier to not have to explain the multiple charges to the wife. Lol. I wish, Tyler, if we could do that. That would be great. I don't know if that's a thing, though.
Make it say like,
Like a special notes
yeah.
request or something.
it just
Yeah.
says donation to whatever
We'll just
your
change
wife
it to
likes
the
best.
actual company's name. So they're
Yeah.
like, what's this? I don't get what does this charge? It's
Yeah,
not the
and
rag
To the
company.
Happy Wife, Happy Life Fund.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Darren, what's up, fellas? Lake Country HDO black pad worth picking up, or just use an orange HDO with a light polish? Honestly, the HDO black pad only comes in handy when you need it. So I don't ever really use a black pad. I'll use orange all day long. So I wouldn't worry about it.
I used to finish out with black pads, and I don't know. It seemed like an extra step for very minimal, very, very minimal improvement, or if I was really trying to refine something that I just couldn't get some of the light hazing
Yeah.
out. And so it's kind of a when you need it basis. Yo, Hurl says, back in my younger day,
No.
I forced my glat into a fuel, ended up a little goomy. Sorry, I'm 11 sometimes.
Oh my god!
I like that.
We can't take you guys anywhere.
RF detailing saying hi from Croatia.
Thank you.
Hey,
For the wholesome
RF,
below.
thank you. And then Joey Belinsky,
$10.
super chat,
Whoa.
$10.
Peace out.
I saw the cool kids do it, so here's mine. That's the way to do it. Peer pressure, ladies and
Peer
gentlemen.
pressure.
That's how we do it here.
That's how I put food on the table here.
Thanks,
for Dane.
Right.
You were too kind.
It all goes into Dane's personal checking account. What? 27th Music loves Stjarnagloss products. Went to the first Stjarnagloss car meet in the UK. It was great fun.
Nice.
Awesome.
27th Music. Nice. Harry Housewife says, I use Stekita on my hoodie before leaving my house. Great and cheaper than the original. Wink.
Wink. Ooh.
Puts it on his hoodie before he walks out the door.
Somebody
Nice.
knows something.
Yeah.
Graham Marshall says, Happy Friday Eve, Jack and the lads.
Graham, we can't
Yeah.
wait to see you at Waxstock, brother.
Right.
And then 27th Music says, could we get a Stjarnagloss rinseless wash?
There's a request for Jack right
That's an
there.
idea right there. Question.
Just call it Stjarna Wash.
Stjarnagloss.
I don't. I doubt it. I don't love that style of product.
There
Sorry.
we go.
Answer.
Carissa saying, hey guys, I live by the coast. we get a heavy mist fog. A coating customer asked if the dense fog counted as a don't get wet or wash for a week.
That's a fair question.
That's a humidity. That really is a humidity question. I would just tell them to make sure that they leave their car in their garage. The biggest thing is not getting a car wet that's been coated after 24 hours. It's the biggest thing to watch out for.
It's a little different than standing water.
Yeah, and it's a little different. I mean, if they left it outside in their driveway and a dense fog comes over, then yes, there is going to be some water that is going to tribute. And you remember our dense fog action in Monterey, and the cars were
that's
soaked.
like next
Those
level,
cars were
though.
soaking
That is not
wet.
ordinary
It was like
fog.
somebody walked around with a garden hose and sprayed everything down. So Greg Davis says the Lower 48 is Alex Dewar's YouTube channel that offers thigh and ankle care tips to Canadian housewives.
There's a lot of close-up shots there of caressing.
All right. Ron says, I just ordered 2 of the 4 Norseman packages. I got to go to work at the Fire Academy tonight. I'll watch the rest of the show later. Thank you, Ron.
Yes,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you, Rob.
Then Graham Marshall says there's something about Mary equals a Tommy Tank.
Oh, no.
Now we all know. Thank you for that. Brionicle, the sun is shining brighter here in the south in beautiful Los Angeles now that Stjarnagloss is here. And that deep South California.
Yeah, what I like is it makes its way through that LA haze, right? You know, and I like to think it's from all the tractors out there.
Well, you got to remember, there's a lot of them
are
southern.
doing all the southern, plowing and whatnot.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them southern.
Sweet tea on the back porch.
You got to remember, a lot of them southern folks. They've been moving north here to Idaho. So.
I want to bring some of that southern charm.
I hope so.
Bring that southern California hospitality up to Idaho. And just really do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not uncommon to see porch bells on everybody's house.
A little triangle, just a ding-a-ding for ring-a-ding dinner time. Come get your supper, boys.
Pretty great, right?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Tyler Cruz, thanks for the comparison. This is why I buy from y'all. You're welcome, Tyler. Randy Ricochet saying, what Stjarna products will be the most fun to use in my Foam Pro 2 and suggest a dilution? Should I try foaming Stecada?
Oh my God, that would
don't.
That's a very costly.
Don't foam
Stecada.
Don't do that, Randy.
Imagine the goat tank just popping.
So a couple things, right? So you can foam any in the Foam Pro 2. And you can change it to the dry foam setting. You can foam up your interior.
You can foam Huel.
Smells beautiful. Smells like vanilla. If you want to handle that, you can do foam Huel as well.
You can foam Huel Forced.
Forced. Forced is great for lowers, especially when you foam it and you dilute it, because you're able to now dilute the product, have a little bit more cling time. Once it sits there, it won't be as potent, but it still works great for hitting lowers. And then snow, right? If you just want to foam some actual soap, there's snow to foam. So. Anyways, moving there, Andy Milakis says, after cleaning wheels, I am noticing rust on the rotors. How can I prevent this? I'm using Brake Buster 5-to-1 in the IK Foam Pro 2. So that's going to be pretty common.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. It's not just from the product, it's from water. If you were to spray water on that, same thing's going to happen. So honestly, you could just kind of coast the car forward, coast it backwards.
And then all that rust disappears the moment you pull the car out of the driveway.
But people are worried. Well, what if the rust disappears back onto my wheels?
No, it's not worth it. Don't even worry about it.
Dude, you're going to be chasing that forever. Yeah. So just know that it's completely normal. And also don't use Brake Buster 5-to-1. Trust me, 10-to-1, 7-to-1, 5-to-1's too thick. Yeah. Jesse Rayo here.
Hey, Jesse.
Jesse's pumped for Stjarnagloss, and he says, hey, I am pumped for this line. I am picking up my supply package in a little. Can't wait to try it on a few details this weekend.
Can't wait for Jesse to stop on by.
Yeah.
Nice to see him.
Jesse does. He had a sneak peek.
He got some sneak peeks. He came by a couple times.
He's local, right? It's one of the benefits of being here locally.
That's right.
True.
Hey, John Hole! Hey guys, Johnny boy, what are you doing? Hans saying, better behave from now on, guys and girls. The Waxstock chief of police is in the house.
That's true.
And then John says, lol, hey Hans, how's it going?
Definitely don't want to get kicked out of casino night.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
G. Davis posted that. I'm not going to read it just because you guys can read it.
No.
And then that is, I will just say this. G. Davis is back and ready to play.
Dude,
he clearly had some in the tank for these.
Holy
the G. Davis Road to Recovery hashtag that we had going really brightened his spirits and got him
I
right
think he
back
did
into
more
fighting
than recover.
strength.
I think
This-
he's
been
achieved
writing
new levels.
He's been writing gold. This is amazing. Nick Stessman, hot dang, Stekada is $40. How would you use the product? Couple sprays per car or what? Roughly how long does the smell last in the car?
Dude,
Nick,
it's pretty potent stuff. How I like to use it is I like to spray it anywhere where, kind of basically you can do carpets on the bottom of the car, up basically underneath the dash there if you want to spray it there so it circulates through the car. One way that I like to do it, some people don't like spraying product onto carpets or onto upholstery. I totally get it. This isn't something you want to spray on plastics, but it is safe on pretty much all upholstery and that nature. I like to spray it into a paper towel. I know that sounds strange, and I throw this
a
paper
lot of people
towel.
like to spray it into a paper towel. But
Well, anyway, so I spray it into a paper towel, and then I kind of throw it in the back seat, and then I kind of just let it do its thing, right? And that way, I don't have to
I
spray
like
it in
doing
any
that and then
particular
stuffing it under,
ways.
just putting it under.
But
the
I'm only
next to
doing
the
like
vent.
2 sprays. I'm telling you guys, you could spray that bottle like 1,000 times. I mean,
You could.
seriously. So, Jack, do you have any recommendations on where to spray it, how to spray it?
I do one on the. I respect what you're saying, but my personal preference is to do one spray on the passenger carpet, one spray on the driver's carpet, like aftershave, every day, and you'll get a year out of that $40 bottle. So 2 sprays a day, and that will see you right the way through till this time next year.
Yeah.
And the product doesn't really contain a whole lot of like oil, right? So I feel like there's some other things to kind of balance it out, because the thing is when you deal with oily fragrances,
Right, that's something
it
we've
starts to
seen for
build up
years.
in carpets and it starts to attract dirt and whatnot. This is not a formula like that. I don't know how else to describe it. There's something to balance out any of the scent, any oils that would come
So
from
like
the scent.
the red truck, one of my favorite things, I flip the seats forward.
Yeah.
Fabric along the back of that. It's all carpet. Spray a couple sprays on the back of the seat. That way I get a nice. I always have it just kind of over my shoulders.
Oh, that's
because I've got
really
a vinyl
nice.
floor.
Yeah.
It really is just a matter of how much do you want to commit to the bit, right?
Correct.
You want to be that person when you pull up and you roll down that window, they go, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
They're like, "Who are you?"
They want to. Well, I
You're
want to
like-
go
you're like,
back
"I'm
to when
Jason
I was
Bourne."
that 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Rolling in my Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
tattoo.
And the windows were down. Like my windows were cracked. And my dad walked by one day and he goes, "Holy cow, I can smell the pina colada coming out of the window there." And I was like, "That's because you know it's working."
Yeah.
Well,
That's how
like-
you know.
That's how you know it's
And
good.
if you find the smell
what
kind
I'm
of
gonna be.
familiar in a good way, and you know like where the idea is coming from, you realize you're getting a very good deal.
Yeah.
Very good deal.
yeah,
It's
very
true.
good.
I wish Dane's Jag smelled more like Stekada.
I do too, but
and
it's
less
French
fries.
like and less like Wendy's. But you know what can you do? I'm kidding, Dane. I love you. I'm kidding.
But it's true. It smells like Wendy's.
This is the Stradivarius of air fresheners.
That is. It is the Stradivarius of air
So we have
fresheners.
Rocky Iverson says the last order of black creatures and ice gray creatures are linting after wash. Any ideas on what should I do?
Rocky, reach out to our customer service department, please.
Please reach out to support@theragcompany.com. You can ask for Josh, and we'll get you all sorted. Nick Stessman says, Levi, would you say Force is a traffic film remover? Winky face.
So I will say it will clean the dirt off of a car.
There you go.
That's what I'll say.
We get triggered by traffic.
Yeah.
That's a term.
It's it will remove it because we all know TFR is just a dirty car. You need to wash it with proper chemicals.
Fernando says all the products are the same with a different label.
See, I enjoy
Are the
this when
products-
people they think, oh, because the chemistry starts from a similar basic place in order to achieve a
Oh
given
my
result,
gosh, Fernando,
they must
that
be
is so
exactly
Fernando.
the same.
Fernando is so
Now,
wrong.
this is where somebody feels that they're making some kind of epiphany style point, like, oh my God, nobody gets this, and I'm being the smart guy in the room and saying something that nobody, it's like saying all cars are the same. Okay, sure, they've
all got an
place to
engine.
place, but they vary wildly beyond that basic level.
Well, the thing is, okay, so Fernando, if you would like, guys like yourself, right? If you want to go take a bottle of Super Clean and go throw a Force label on it and go have fun with it, I guarantee you're probably going to have a bad time after a while, right? There's certain things that there's certain products out there where I think that you can maybe spend less on, or you can find other ways to maybe save money. But I can tell you right now that I have literally been given glass cleaner that was actually just Windex in a bottle, labeled as labeled as certain things.
We have received
and I've
stuff
met
like that
other
from
guys
people
out there who
before.
literally create glass cleaners from scratch using completely different chemical backgrounds, which I'm like, you can't even, I didn't know you can clean windows with that stuff. And they've broken it down for me. So I would say you're very wrong, but it's hard to explain unless you meet actual chemists and you understand their synergy that they have in their own chemistry. So, for example, Dave Phillips, right, of PNS, his chemistry is so much different than Dr. G's chemistry. I mean, it's like completely different. I mean, and can their products all clean cars? Absolutely. Do we hopefully get a lot of the same results? Yes, that's what we want, right? But
they all reach the endpoint differently.
Yeah, how they get there.
And then, Jack, do you want to pop in on there too?
I get it, because I understand the thought process and absolutely synergy, but there is no overlap. There are products. If you go Shara and Fantastisk, the cut and polish and wax, you will probably get quite a similar result to Glacier and Parlour. But the reason those 4 products exist is because, 1, the time it takes you to do, 2, the enjoyment and what's your preference. Granted, similar style products, similar style processes, but the amount of involvement and the actual effect it has on the car, the optical effect, very much the same, glossy. One's removing scratches, one's filling them. So it then boils down to, what do you care about? So if you did just want to be pure black and white, they are doing similar things. But it really matters how much you care about detailing, how much you care about your car, and the result that you want to achieve. Granted, you can wash your car with dish soap, but you will wreck it. So ease up, relax. There are differences. We're not trying to rip anybody off, but it depends how much you care and how much you want to understand the chemistry. That's when it will start making sense.
It's how much you care. There you go. That's the best way to put it, man.
Sometimes people say something like that because it makes them feel
well. I'm a part of some motorcycle groups, right? And there's guys posting, dude just gave this thing a bath, used Dawn dish soap, turned out awesome, right?
Some Fabuloso from the dollar store.
I could say, like, hey man, you're using that stuff, you're gonna ruin. Your bike is gonna be a faded mess after a while, and they just don't care. So I just say, okay, then why try? If you don't care, you don't care. Then move on. But I think it's my own like love for the industry, and I see that I care because I say, hey man, you're trying to like show off, like, hey, Dawn dish soap, best thing ever. I'm like, it's not the best thing ever, and you're putting out the wrong information.
As if there's no
that's why I care
when they're really.
But hey, everybody has to learn on their own terms. So Happy Power says, I had a customer come to me about the roof leaking into the headliner. It appears to have a lot of water staining. Best method to clean headliners with water stains. Levi?
O&R, because I have that issue with the Suburban. For some reason, the roof is leaking somewhere, and it's leaving water stains on the back headliner there.
Yeah. So,
like where the back door is?
Yeah, I don't know where it's leaking, somewhere in there.
The hard part about water stains that
I use O&R.
You're chasing it because you basically create more stains as you're trying to clean it. However, if the headliner is not overly dirty, like overly soiled,
you should be able to get
you can spot clean it, right? You can take a damp towel, maybe give it a couple sprays of any, and then just lightly agitate, don't scrub, and try to remove it and blend it the best you can.
Yep. You just want to be careful with anytime you're dealing with a headliner that uses adhesive or something, that you're not removing the adhesive that's on the other side.
Dave Morrow says, happy Friday Eve, lads, from sunny Australia.
Hey.
Question on how long does C5 last on exhaust tips? Freakishly long.
Yeah.
No,
C5 lasts a lot longer than you think it would on exhaust tips. I'm going on like 2 years.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hans back at it says, does Jack come in a box? Laughing face.
He will need a big box. He's a big boy.
Yeah. Driven Automotive back says, appreciate that. I remember my great-grandfather telling me he used to work at a car wash for $1 an hour. Yeah, that's what it means.
And around the same time, a house costs $6,000.
Yeah. You get one custom. You can buy it from Sears as a kit. Build it yourself.
The house?
Oh. Just for fun. Yeah.
What are you working on tonight? I'm building a house.
You gotta build the house. Yeah, you live in a shed or a tent.
Yeah.
You and the wife cooking up some food, some bacon.
Grapes of wrath.
It is grapes of wrath.
Everything you need.
Yep. Master Dudes. I just got my bottle of Any. Can't wait to try it this weekend in the Golf MK7. Still searching for O&R, but out of stock everywhere in France. Long live to TRC and Stjarnagloss. There
Thank
you go.
you.
Might it be a TRC?
Reach out to the ragcompany.shop. And they're the ones that are important into Europe. So reach out to the ragcompany.shop and see if you can get it if they've got some. If not, they'll give you a timeline as to when it's going to arrive. Rocky Iverson, Borjan will be the forced big brother. Borjan means beginning. Oh, Borjan. There you go. That's a nice name. Yeah. Kimberly, Jack, did Tony order his chubbies, aka short shorts? She's wondering if you got your short. She wanted to ask Jack if you had ordered your tiny shorts that you were going to wear.
Oh no!
While we're over there, your chubbies.
Oh, my
boxes.
chubbies. No. So I haven't ordered those yet. I'm actually more or less thinking about what I'm going to wear on the flight over there.
Well, we talked
and
about
I was
this morning.
I was thinking about shorts. I'm just thinking of something that I would want to sit in for about 9
So
and a half hours.
the thing, so
marinate
that's
on
what I love is you go. What would I want to sit in for 9.5 hours? Dane doesn't think. He just puts on what's comfortable.
Yeah.
I think about what do I want to be in if this plane crashes and I have to survive in the woods or the ocean
Your Action Man
for the
pants.
next 6 months before someone finds us.
Don't you
So,
put that out there, though.
I want to be
You
able
know
to
I'm definitely
have,
afraid of
Regardless of the
comfortable
answer, jeans are not it.
shorts and pants combo with the zippers, my Action Man pants.
Yeah.
I think about that.
I'm
So,
thinking
very
probably
strange.
like some form of jogger, right? To where I could still look business cash, but also look like I'm ready to work out, right? I
But
could do
not
one or the
wearing like full on
Could go
sweats.
either way.
but not full on sweats.
Yeah.
Tom Kirby says, "Love Jack's T-shirt with the orange outline of the gas can. I guess I might try his product solely from my personal vehicle."
Oh, thanks, Kirby. That was very nice of you.
Probably find you like them.
Mike C saying, "Oh boy, I can't believe I forgot again about Q&A Thursday. Looks like an unbelievable show again. Guess I'll have to catch up later. Hope all is well." Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Harry Housewife, what's all your guys' favorite type of LSP? Hard paste waxes, modern spray sealants, or maybe even long-term coatings, even i.e. ceramics? So last step protection products. For me, honestly, I really do like Silky. I ran out this past week, and I was very disappointed. It's one of my favorite new little quick detailers. I just love
Yeah.
the way it works.
Yeah. LSPs, man. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if I'm going to tell you the truth, I use whatever the heck I'm rotating and
Right.
and whatever of my arsenal, because I've told you guys before, I have stuff that's now going on like 3 years old that I'm like, I'll get to it eventually, right? I started using stuff. I'm using things in my garage that I shouldn't even use things for. I'm just saying, like, whatever. It's either that or I throw it away.
Yeah.
Because nobody else wants. I mean, I try to give it away, but nobody wants it. So, like lately, I don't know, I'll use paint gloss. I have a bottle of Silky. Now, one product that I'm actually really excited for that we finally will now have is a matte detailer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for your
So,
matte bike.
Guys
Mork.
are always asking about that.
Yeah, Mork. We didn't talk about Mork.
So we didn't talk about Mork, but that is something that I'm extremely excited for as an LSP, or if you want to call it that, mainly for the fact that my motorcycle has a matte satin finish, and it's the first matte satin finish I have, but it's perfect for that.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And there's multiple pieces on the bike that are painted in that same thing, because whenever I use something that adds gloss, like let's just say on my front fender, which is a satin black, right? I'm always almost left with streaks or some type of white mark of where it's added gloss,
Yeah.
and I don't want that.
Yeah.
So it's either like use O&R or use something like Mork that makes more sense and feels a little bit better on in terms of slickness. So, but I don't know. And
Nice.
Dane loves everything.
I like anything that we sell because we actually, I know it's a total cop out. It's because we actually signed off on it. We approve of it. It's something we actually bother to carry. But for me, it's usually reducing the amount of effort involved. You know me. I love a good product that doesn't require me to have to think too hard about it. I just want to get the thing done so I can actually go and enjoy the car and have, other people appreciate the car too. And I assume, Jack, where would you fall on that scale?
Apologies. I always consider LSP as like a long-lasting protective, so I would say Parlour. But to be honest, where it's been quite hot and there's been quite a lot of direct sunlight, I find myself pulling out Mork more for kind of quickly cleaning, because especially if the gloss bit is done, Mork, I feel, flashes ever so slightly quicker than silica.
It does.
And I'm not knocking my own products, but Mork is a quick, fingerprint, just want to get rid of that. There's a fly. I don't want to leave any gloss. I don't want to be there for a while. I don't want to buff. I just want to quickly clean. I would agree, Mork, not just on matte, but on gloss as well.
Yeah, and that might be what Harry Housewife's talking about is a longer.
Well, no, LSP is last step protection.
But that's what LSP is the last step.
Last step protection.
So we usually equate that as the only thing you really.
I don't know. I mean,
touch,
people probably say general consensus maybe for a lot of our customers. A lot of people love Bead Maker. A lot of people love paint gloss. People love the C2V3 if they want to consistently use it. Some people like QS from Kosh Chemi, Quick and Shine. There's a lot of different options. But Dennis Brown says we have 17 minutes left. I want to give this away. Best compound for oxidized boats and RVs.
Oh, Kyle's Boat and RV.
Yeah,
that's what that is. PNS. Kyle's Boat and RV.
That or H9 or last cut.
Yeah.
Graham Marshall says Jack and PJ.
Jack
and Dom,
are PJ and Dom.
Jack are PJ and Dom making an appearance at Waxstock. They says they recommend they will.
There you go.
Oh, it said Graham asked Jack, are PJ and Dom making an appearance at Waxstock? To which John Hole replied, I reckon they will. Wink. So,
okay.
There you go. Yeah. And then Arpaz replying to Andy Maldonado, there's a product called Hide Serum Rust Stopper that you can buy for your brakes. Okay.
Matt, I think Matt sells it, but it's one of those like extra things where I'm like, it's
too much.
Also,
guys,
some vehicles, some cars
I'm
just
telling
have
you,
brakes that produce far more dust, or the dust is a different, type of metal or something that's going to rust fast or whatever.
I think honestly, if I remember right too, you could spray.
The shavings can be.
It's not a quick detail. There's other sprays you can spray on. Not that you should spray them onto your rotors, but other things to prevent that rust from forming the way it does.
It's just going to happen.
Stekada, that is.
Carbon ceramics,
so Hans
track day every day.
I would spray it under the front seats of the floor mats right in front of the air vents. Yeah, that's good, Hans.
Lloyd Christmas says, hey, y'all. Southern California gas prices are insane. Everything's going up. I'm charging my friends and family $100 for external washes only. Real talk from the deep south.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Thing is, everybody should probably buy a Honda CRZ, right?
They
should. Get great gas mileage. They're good looking. They're a lot of fun to
especially
drive.
with the new Mugen body kit on it.
Yeah, especially with the new Mugen body kit on it. It looks absolutely killer. And so, just saying. We have Driven Automotive Detailing says, I have a GoPro that's waiting to shoot for some Stjarnagloss products. Wink, wink. Ooh.
Nice.
Looks like
Happy Power says, thanks, Kings, for the tips.
Hey,
thank you, Happy Power. Appreciate that. Hans saying, will Jack be at the TRC EU open house? No, Hans, he won't. He will be at Waxstock, though. So if you're coming, I thought you were.
Yeah.
So, hopefully you will be.
Don't miss it.
But you can see him there. And then Fernando, thank you for answering my question. I use distilled water to clean windows. No special product needed, but I do care about my car.
So Fernando was
that makes
the
sense.
question.
Yeah.
That
makes sense. He just uses water to clean his windows.
With
distilled
a
water.
really good towel, depending on the condition of the glass, you could get away with that.
You could, you keep up on it. The difference is the goal of these products is to clean. Everything's designed to clean different surfaces. Same reason people go, how come you guys make 150 different microfiber towels? Well, because they're all designed for different surfaces and different products. Used on different things.
There was somebody who looked at the towel we had and said, yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't like that particular texture. I wish it behaved differently like this. So we go, okay, we'll make a slight variation on that. Now here's the towel that does that. And they go, awesome, it's my favorite towel now. And then you wind up with like 150 different people saying they like 150 different things.
Yeah.
And there you go. You just made a lot of people happy, but at the same time, it's not going to work for everybody. You got to find the right thing for you.
RSX Freak says... Oh my gosh, he's contemplating on what the heck to get. I had to decide between placing my Stjarnagloss order or filing my wife's SUV. Filling my SUV's SUV with gas. It's time I put that AAA roadside assistance gas delivery to you.
That works like that?
Hold up. He bought that. He bought that fuel efficient Honda Civic.
He did.
That white Honda Civic.
I know.
Came from
his wife should be driving to save some of that gas money, but I think that he likes it too much to.
Oh.
Actually, no. But Monica, she knows how to drive. drive, man. Seriously, she was banging gears when they picked up that car. Pretty cool. Anyways,
Wow.
Moving on here, we have David says, "Hi guys, hope everyone is doing well. Question: what is the pH level on the snow foam wash?"
Jack?
7. Neutral.
Oh, it is neutral.
There we go.
Okay, interesting.
It just got detergents in it.
So we're caught up.
Are
It's
we?
time
All the
to
comments.
Wow.
give some stuff
We got 12 minutes. That was impressive.
away. Now, I'm throwing out this question. This is me.
All right.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Is everybody ready for this? Jack already covered this. He already actually explained, actually told you the answer, right?
Oh.
So technically, I'm looking. It's one answer, but there's two particular things I'm looking for, right? When was Stjarnagloss? What year? How many years ago? From what he said, originally started, and what year was it born again? So I'm looking for 2 dates. The first person to give me the first 2 dates in one comment wins. Go, go, go.
There we go. All right. And
it's already been said.
Mike C says, and by the way, Anthony was 100% correct. Dr. Color Chip, prior to paint correction, he deserves a raise. Oh, that was very
thank
nice
you.
of you, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mike. See, it stuck, right? It sticks surprisingly well.
All right. Oh, Brianna Call says it was 1492. No, that's and 2022. No, those are wrong.
Correct.
That's way off.
So, Jack, tell me. Oh, you can't see the comments. So, Jack, I got some. I have some more answers here. I'm hoping to find
Hold on.
some stuff.
If I turn my phone up to this way,
I don't think you
I
can
can
see.
read them.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Go to live chat.
And Anthony is 100% correct. No, I can't. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so we have. So Jimmy Moto says 2010 and Born Again in 2019. Rocky Iverson says 2007, Born Again 2019. Dabbler Details says 1997 and then Born Again 2019. Joey says that's I don't know.
2007 and 2014 is
Yeah.
what he's throwing out there.
Han says 2012 and 2019. Daytona Wallace says 2006 and 2020. Graham Marshall says 16 years ago and 2019.
But that's only one part.
And then Carissa says 2010 and 2019. Jay Barry says 2001 and 2017.
And
Nick says 2003, 2019. So
Nobody yet, huh?
Nobody yet.
And hi, Humberto.
Wow.
Oh
This is
my
wide open,
gosh, guys.
Martin saying 2004
Well,
and 2019.
actually, sorry. That one person was correct, but he didn't give you a year. He gave you an amount of time. And
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I feel that he was right, but he didn't word it how you wanted
Okay,
it.
so-
I think
so-
he wins personally.
So what about 2003 and 2019?
No.
No. but yeah.
So we're
No,
looking for that.
it's the amount of time from now, not when we started
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
We got Rocky here, 2006 and 2019.
it. Boom.
That's
There you
it.
go.
That's
All right,
it.
Rocky.
Rocky Iverson. Okay, so here's the deal. You said that you think it's good enough 16 years ago. What do you want to do, Jack? Because you said one guy said 16 years ago.
Do one each.
Okay,
for sure.
so-
do one each.
Do one each.
That's Graham.
So you have Graham,
Graham and
is
Rocky.
who you
Graham's
have.
out of the UK.
Yeah.
So that's who you
Sure.
cover for your kit, and we are going to be covering Rocky Iverson.
Yeah, so
So-
Rocky.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dane.
Okay, so I was going to say, Rocky, please email dane@theragcompany.com. Give me your shipping info, and we'll take care of it from here. And on Jack's end of things, Graham, please reach out to Jack. Jack, where should Graham reach out to you?
Ideally, Instagram or drop me an email, jack@stjarnagloss.com.
There you go.
Oh man, there we go. Give it away.
got it.
some
All right.
Hot
Very
product,
nice,
Rocky
boys.
Iverson.
Very nice.
Enjoy your
Yeah.
box of premium Stjarnagloss
Nice.
products. Get to try the
Well,
sampler kit.
And then, hold on. Keep going up. Who said? Oh, Daytona Wallace says, dang, I had that first. And then Harry Housewife, great stream, guys. As always, thanks for keeping me entertained with a 10-month-old who's badly teething. Much love to the Rag Company guys and Jack. We will be emailing Levi about that hat. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, man. No worries. Oh, Daytona Wallace did have a 2006 there.
He did?
He did,
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
But when was that?
Right
When was
before
that?
Grams.
Oh, but it was 2006 to 2020.
He put 2020.
So he didn't have it
Daytona.
right.
Dang
He
it.
had the
half
wrong
of it
date.
right.
You had to have 2019 on
Dang,
there.
you had to have
sorry,
both
Daytona.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Sorry. When they come in that fast and stuff, we try and make sure it's in the order,
Yeah,
but I just have it
you
here
still
what's on
didn't
the
have
iPad.
the other
so,
part.
Yeah. So you were close. Very close.
So close. All right.
How fun.
Not really.
That was
It's
good.
a whole year away.
Yeah, he's still a year behind.
12 whole months. It's a
We're
big
going to
number.
need to do
Oh.
more of these fun giveaways like this.
Jay
I like
Barry, you were
these.
one off, man. So close.
I know, Jay Barrett. Sorry, dude.
Graham says, thanks, Jack. And then,
I hear a bunch of like screaming.
I know,
and
they're all
yelling
like
out there.
yelling.
What are they
I think
yelling
they're having
about?
some sort of battle.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, they're
what's
having
going
fun.
on.
They're excited about Stjarnagloss
Yeah,
products.
I think
why
that's what they're yelling. Yeah.
But with that said, so Jack, we've shot a lot of awesome content. We shot content with Jack when he was
Yep.
here, so we'll have some good, cool reels to look out for. And then, of course, all of the photo content and things like that they'll be able to share. It's hard, right? Because, the Rag Company, our media stuff, right? We have to spread the love to all of our brands, right? But we do get excited when we pull on a new brand for sure, 100%. And so, Stjarnagloss is something I think everybody is going to enjoy the experience. I mean, that's
Well,
the
it's a
biggest
fun
thing.
brand. Like the other day, I was washing a car I had a car in the garage, and it was just doing that, and I used Bubbler,
Yeah.
and I put it in my bucket, and then I even put a little bit on the wash pad.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
When I got on there, and I was like, I enjoyed
It
it.
resets you, is what
It
it does.
resets me. It makes me feel good, and I was just
Drop.
like, I was just like, all right, I can do this. So
Stress
it's nice.
relief, it
yeah,
resets you.
very nice, very nice.
Yeah, so I sorry, I was just looking at the comments to make sure it was correct.
Yeah.
Because Daytona was arguing he was right, but actually Daytona in this field of comments that comes in chronologically, you came in after Rocky Lives On.
Yeah.
So you were right after. You were in the same time frame, but you did come after. So
Yeah.
I'm just making that clear. We're not trying to swindle anybody. It's just that's the way it came out.
Pretty
So,
close.
Yeah,
you were
very close,
extremely
man.
close.
Were they the only right three answers?
Yes.
Well,
Well, now
I'll
Kyle.
send one to-
Yeah, there's people that are doing
Yeah,
that.
Graham,
I'll send one to
Graham
him as
had
well.
the right idea. But
You'll
said
send
it
one.
in a
Yeah, but
way
you
that
don't
wasn't
have.
quite
You don't
right.
have to.
You don't have to.
We
do
can do
that.
that.
I mean,
No. Let's keep everybody happy. I want everybody to see.
All right, Daytona. Daytona, send an email to Dane
You
at
guys must have sent
theragcompany.com.
it. Yes. Send
Yeah.
it to Dane at theragcompany.com. You guys
No,
must
no,
have
send it to
up
me.
at the same-
Send it to me.
Oh, to Jack?
All
Oh,
right.
did I?
Hey,
Okay.
that's very
Yeah.
nice of you, Jack. All right, so Jack at
Okay.
Stjarnagloss then, Daytona.
All right.
Isn't that there?
So
All right.
anyway, I mean, this has
Man.
been a really fun stream. I mean,
right.
we're so pumped. I mean, seriously, it's going to be
Yeah.
it's an
Me
exciting
too.
week. 8 days away till we check in, and then we're
Yeah.
flying out. So again, we're choosing our last bit of things that we want to bring for the flight. Do you have any Jack? Do you have any special treat requests from the U.S. of A? Do you want any of our
Dr.
American
Pepper. Dr.
delicious
Dr.
chocolates
Pepper.
that you love so
Dr.
much
Pepper.
more than your UK
More than
chocolates?
he just said Dr. Pepper. He doesn't want anything more than Dr. Pepper.
Just
it.
That's like the worst thing to put on an airplane.
But
Dr.
in case,
Yeah.
Yeah, it explodes. Or we get up to. I don't think certain things are.
That's your problem.
Pressure control.
Daytona,
They're all
that's very
frozen.
nice. But don't
Bring
worry,
him like
we
a
got you.
bag of Dr. Pepper. I'm like, the carbonation's gone, but it's still good.
no, I'm only messing. I just can't wait to see you all. I can't wait to show you around our very small, very grey little country, and we're gonna have some fun, no doubt about it.
You guys aren't
exciting. We
experiencing
Can't wait.
a heat wave this time, are you?
I don't know. I'll be there like 10 days.
We
Hope
had
not.
one. We had one. Well, I wouldn't say heat wave, but it's been quite hot recently.
John-
It'll probably
I'm
reflect
mostly
soon, but-
I'm mostly asking because the last time we went, there were definitely some days that
Yeah.
got real toast.
John Hole says M&Ms. So we have to bring
M&Ms.
John some M&Ms. So.
These
John.
are like totally plebeian things
Yeah.
to us.
These are like, yeah, I'm like,
like,
unless
really?
it's a
But the
That's what you're
cake,
excited about?
it's different over there.
I know, but when like people come, I say
Different.
when they come, I say, bring me a Cadbury flake and bring me a Cadbury like I don't know, a swirl or the twirl, whatever it's called.
Okay,
I have all
Jack
my own
was not
special
impressed
requests.
the least by my van, and yet I get questions about it every day around
Well,
here.
yeah, it's a
because
right-hand drive van.
So people are, oh! But, to him, that's every day. So.
Harry Housewife says, Jack. Harry Housewife says, Jack, I have access to the American Air Base near me. I'll hook you up. I already have a bag full for PJ.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
What?
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah, and then Graham says, could you guys pack an extra Rag Company t-shirt? Yeah, Graham, I will be packing some shirts, maybe a couple hats, just for folks. While we're at Waxstock, we'll be giving away to some of our best listeners
a hat,
that we get to
some
see.
things.
So folks like yourself and such. So
Well, we got 2 minutes here before we're totally out, but if there's anything left somebody wants to add, we got a moment or two.
One, come to Waxstock.
Yeah.
Those of you in the UK or nearby, please come to Waxstock. It's the the Builders Association.
The Rag Company will be doing some
Bunch of
takeover
clunky
at random people's booths. We're just going to show up.
We are.
And
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, what brand is this? I'm like, let's hang out.
Swap out t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Alan going to be there?
Yeah,
Any
we're gonna
details?
I'm
gonna push Alan out of his
over.
booth, and I'll
Yeah.
take over his booth for a little bit. He'll be confused.
Right.
I'll go see the G Technic guys, and I'll
Yeah.
say, hey, I'm gonna do my own thing.
We'll
then
see if Stuart can give us piggyback rides.
We'll sneak Mountain Town Detail onto our flight, then have him swap with Jack.
Right.
No one will know.
Throw on the
No one will even
Stjarnagloss
notice.
stuff.
No one will know.
And then he says, howdy, how's it going?
Yeah, that'll be great.
name's-
It's gonna be
Drives
fun.
everywhere in a big
But
Toyota
you guys, though, seriously, you can find us at Waxstock. We're going to be at the Clean and Shiny booth. We're going to be at the Stjarnagloss booth. Thank you, John. The Coventry Building Society Arena, formerly the Rico Arena. We're going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come hang out with us. We're going to be having some fun. Han says he is going to be at the EU Open House and Waxstock. We are going to be in Hengelo. So those of you in Europe that want to come see us, we are going to be May 30th at the Rag Company EU headquarters.
Hans will be greeting people at the door with his dragon tattoo.
Hengelo is where we'll be in the Netherlands.
We're gonna be hanging low.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
10 Opelstraat. That's the address. So we'll be there.
Driven
so come see us.
Automotive, if you order from the Rag Company, you can request in the comments field to get signatures on any specific
Put in the comments
items
that you
in
want
your,
autographs.
Yeah, we can sign bottles, banners, things like that.
Oh,
I just want to jump in. Sorry, I'm conscious of time. I just want to say to you three, Jeff, Carolyn, all of TRC, thank you again from the bottom of my heart for taking Stjarnagloss. I am over the moon. And anybody watching on the fence, what's the worst that can happen? You're just going to get a cleaner car. Have a go and fall in love with it and come back for more.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And so we have one last request. Have a go at an American accent. Hit us with it. Just hit us with something.
I can only do my Justin, which I try and perfect every day, and all I really keep saying is, "How you doing, brother?" That's it. That's what I do. Round and round and round.
That's pretty good.
I love it.
Cool. Well, hey, Dane,
I can
let's
do,
go ahead.
Hold on. Hey guys, Levi Anthony here from the Rag Company. That's exactly
Yes. That was awesome.
no.
I love the influx.
Congrats,
of the
guys.
voice.
We're out of a
you
job.
really
He'll
brought
do
it up.
Really
Extra level.
brought it up
energy.
a whole tone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's hilarious.
I am stoked.
I love
I'm
it.
very
So,
happy.
Jack, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. We know it's
Thank you
getting
for
late
having
over
me.
there.
Basically going to be seeing him next week.
Yep. See you
Basically.
next week here. So,
Yeah.
Can't
Dane,
wait.
Dane, can you please take us home?
Of course. Well, looks like Jack's already home, so he's all set. But for the rest of us here, if you haven't left already, I'm asking you, please click like on this video. It helps us out, gets us in front of more folks who want to get their detailing questions answered. And also, we should definitely make a point. Having guests on like Jack, it's just a lot of fun. We really enjoy it, and we're so glad you're able to join us today and make it just that much better.
Check out Instagram, Stjarnagloss.
Yes.
Check out TikTok, Stjarnagloss. Check out the YouTube channel, Stjarnagloss. And also go watch him on the
Top Gear Clean
the
Team.
Top Gear
Search
YouTube
it.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and for the rest of us here, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and we will catch up with you. Well, have a good weekend, but we'll catch up with you next week on the Rag Company podcast. In the meantime, I'm just saying, adios. Have a great weekend.
Cheerio.
Jack, take care. Cheerio. We will see you soon. And
Love you,
yeah,
bye.
everybody.
Love you too,
Take
brother.
care.
We'll see you later.
Go.
Have a good one.
See you guys.